I was almost on time. I consider this a win. I'll take it as a win. Hey mods, thank you for being here, mods. Hey Jackie C. Hey Robin Miners. Oh, I love that, Jackie. I'm glad that you're here, babe. Hey Megan Roberts. Rocks in a box. I just want to say, Rocks, I really like you. I like what you stand for, and I like that you don't just agree with everything that everyone else is saying. A lot of you are that way, but I've just seen you say some things where I'm like, I like that lady. Hey, Maria. Amy Knight, I said hi to you, I think. Okay, I got confused whether I said it out loud. Hey, Caitlin. Alicia Johnson made it. Chicka Cherry Cola. It's nice to see you. I never get to see you. It's very nice to see you, babe. Um, Kestrel is here. Hey, Rio for life. I feel like you haven't been over here in a long time, and I just want to say thanks for coming by. I've enjoyed seeing you in the chat. Hey, DS Kitty. Helen Funk, welcome in. Tammy made it. There's Joanne Hawley. What, Kestrel? What happened? Hey, Noelle. Miss Moonfire. That's a cool name. Lindsay, love you, babe. I know. I wish I've said this before, Linz. It's very 80s to me, like neon colors are so 80s, and I wish we could find more of it. I love neon colors in the summer, and I'm upset that like you just can't find it. Hey, Puka Vista. Hey, Pepperoni Nips. Nikki, Ohio. I love you too, and I'm sorry for upsetting you yesterday. I felt bad about that. Hey, Lacey Silver. Hey, Trace. Diamond Lady. Welcome in. Hey, D. Hey, Jennifer Ogle. Hey, Liz Tricks. Debbie Gonzalez. Honey Lou. Diane loves you. Welcome in. Why don't you sit up here, though? Really impressed by your skills. Rabbit Flea, Maisie Shiloh, hey Tamber June, Bitsy, Jennifer Reber, hey Aspire, hey, thank you, Renee B, hey Kim's Wims. If Debbie Love and Life comes in, guys, it's her birthday. I want to tell her happy birthday. Hey Karen Dahl, Linda Garrison. That's okay, Linda. Thank you for being on the replay crew to everyone who does that. Hey, Ghost Rider. Thanks, Ghost Rider. Hey, Marissa Martin. She does, Buca Vista. You're cute, Heather Huckleberry. That's hilarious. Hey, West Coast Fancy Nancy. Hey, Armine. Hey, Meredith Lynn, Trixie. Guys, I don't know if you know this. I'm going to be able to meet Trixie soon, and I'm really excited. She's coming through Tennessee, and she's going to be coming through with her son and her husband, and they're like traveling through. And we scheduled this a long time ago. I'm really excited to meet her. Hey, Dorothy. Yeah, rocks. I mean it. Hey, Tennessee girl. Hey, Jess J. Yawn. Anita Card is here. King's Kid. I have been laying out in the sun, Jackie, so my tan is real. It's not the neon making it tan. I've been trying to keep my tan up. Hey, Dan, the breaking news man, Decultified, Kathy Brown, Debbie Zito. Thanks, Debbie. Hey, Holly, Linda Stokes. Yeah, Amy Knight. I love neon colors, but they're not easy to find. Hey, Marie Marion, Donna Koopa. Sorry, Trix. Helena, Amazeballs color combo boss. Okay, thank you. Thank you for paying to say it. It's okay to say Amazeballs. You just have to do it behind a super chat. That's just part of the contract, and it is what it is. But thank you, Helena. I thought you would approve. Hey, Buffy. Wandering Widow. Thank you again. I will always thank you when I see you. Thank you. Hey, Kat, welcome in. Is it wrong you're still in your pajamas? No, I just showered like an hour and a half ago. You put out a new episode today? Good for you, Rio. It's not easy. I think actually that's a great comment because content creating is not easy. It's a job. It really is. And I'm not even very good at it. Like there's people out there like Nora, there's people out there that like know how to do it with the thumbnails and like the fancy stuff, and they click on things during their lives and screen share, and I'm not even good at it. I'm just lucky to be here. Hey, Jen Finberg, Amy M. Thank you, Jan. You know, I can't wait either. I love Trixie. Hey, Styro. Is the other Trixie in here? Are there 2 Trixies in here? Hey, Miriam, welcome in, babe. What was I so let me catch up. I can't get started until I catch up. Bohemian Luciferian Witch. I've been tanning, guys, for months. I've been like laying out for an hour or 30 minutes if I can even catch it. And I try to do it only if there's like a full sun, because otherwise I feel like it's a waste of time. Hey, Kristen Hawk. Hey, Sunrise Cupcake. And I'm lucky that I tan pretty well. I don't really burn. I tanned today. Thank you, Jackie. See, hey, Neptunes. Hey, Case Face. Tommy freaked out. I sent him a picture of me. Well, I mean it, and I'm very grateful. The blush, Westelier or something like that, Altman. It's at Sephora, and the color is called Poppet, Poppet. Tommy got really, he was like, don't burn. Hey, Kim is blue. I texted him a picture of me tanning today and he was like, babe, don't burn. I was like, I already burned. Like, I'm done burning. Hey, Vince, I really tan pretty well. And once I get a tan going, I don't really burn. Hey, Bigsy, although my skin gets hot, like I can feel it now. I'm hot, but I also have my hair down, which feels like a blanket. Thank you, Armine. It really is that you made me think of something that I had no intentions of bringing up. And I really didn't want to talk about this because Westman at Alt Atelier. Yeah, that's it. And I had no idea who that makeup line is. I still don't. Hey, Jeannie, I hope your sister had a great birthday. Uh, Crafty Carrie, welcome in. I was at the Sephora sale and I was looking for like a bright pink for summer blush. And I walked by it and it was like the best pink I'd seen in the whole store. And it's called Poppet. And it was not cheap though. And I was like, ooh, do I use SPF? I don't. I do when I go to Ecuador Neptunes, but no, because usually if I'm going to go try to catch some sun, it's like 30 to 40 minutes. And I'm like, I only can do it maybe once a week. So I'm like, I don't know. So no, I should, but I don't. But when I go to Ecuador, I do. And I put it all over Tommy's poor bald head. But it's not cheap. But here's the thing. Here's how I feel about blushes, because a lot of blushes aren't cheap. And one of my favorite makeup lines is, hey, Sassy. Um, yeah, Mr. Fred said, I love your name. Love your name. My husband who passed away, his name was Fred. Never met a Fred I didn't like. Yeah, Neptunes, that's how I look at it. Okay, so Trini Woodall is someone who I love and I follow. I think she's great. I love her as a woman. I love that she's self-made. She's built an empire. I love how she treats her staff. Hey, Kimberly Hallman. I like people who are rich and famous. If you're going to be rich and famous, I like women who are self-made. Like I get very inspired by that. But it means even more to me if you're a man or a woman that treats people great and they're also like wealthy and they've made it to the top. I know that sounds weird, but to me, that's super inspiring because I feel like we meet more rude rich people than not. And I love this woman because she's full of energy. She's just bouncy and she's happy and she seems grateful all the time for her life. But I love how she treats her staff. She's always so kind to her staff. And that's important to me. I think if you're going to be a boss or a leader of a company or something like that, I love the idea of like getting into the mix of everything and not, you're not in charge. Like, that's why I love my mods, except Helena, who calls me boss. I wish she wouldn't because it makes me feel like, ugh, you can still do it, Helena, because I love you, but like we're equals. I love my mods. They're my closest friends and they do everything and they help me and they've lifted me up. But I don't look at any of them like, hey, Nabu's Boutique. I don't look at any of them. Oh, Elena Rainerman. I just like people who treat the janitor the same way as the CEO. That's what I'm trying to get at. I'm trying to button this up. I like people who, yeah, Mr. Fred said, I like people who lift other people up, especially if they have nothing to gain from it because they're already rich or they're already in charge or whatever it is. I like seeing them get their hands dirty and treating everyone the same. I just find that very, hey, Kelstorm, I find that incredibly inspiring. I love people like that who just inspire people. That's cute, Shelly Kelly. So And I know men do it too. I'm not cutting down men, but I really, really love seeing, I've said this forever. This is why I don't get women attacking other women. It baffles me to see women tearing down other women, especially if they are inspiring. Hey, Steph, I hope you're feeling better. I'm worried about you, especially if they have created a community, right? Or they've created a business. Love you, Trixie. Or they've, right? Do you see what I'm trying to say? Like when I see a woman who's, hey, daughter of the king, who's self made, thank you for the birthday wishes. When I see a woman who's self made and like getting out of her fancy ride or whatever it is, or I don't even care if she has something that she has to show that she has money. There's that too, right? Like, look at me in my Gucci bag. It's a status symbol to show that you have money. That's fine. I don't care if you worked for it. Good for you. But I just like seeing, I flock to people like that, especially women. I'm like, I want to be your friend. Like you inspire me. I don't get jealous and weird and go, ugh, I hate her because she's a millionaire. Ugh. Like, no, I think it's amazing. I love seeing women who have made it. Hey, thought criminal. Hey, daft woman. And again, that's not a dig at men. It's just, I think it's Whidbey Island hippie girl. I feel like women get pressured to like get married and like, just have this title like you're more than a wife, you're more than a mother. That's not what defines you. Like go be whatever you want to be. Do all those things. But like I think it's so cool when women are like I'm going to get out there and be somebody. Yes. Even if you are just at home being a stay-at-home mom, that's being somebody. But don't let that stop you. Is all I'm saying. I love seeing people who do what they want to do. Right? I just think that's great. I don't feel like that came out right, but that's neither here nor there. I can't do anything about it. Hey, Jamie Palmer. But you made me think, Rio, you made me think about I wasn't going to bring this up, but you made me think of it. Content creating is a job. Whether you want to think it's a job or not, I don't really give a shit what people think. Hey, Ann Battles, people who like to tear it down and go, get a real job. Like, this is what I want to do. This is my passion, right? I do what I want to do if I have your permission. Babe. Tommy knows what's right. He knows what's up. Hey, Lori Lee. I love you, bunny. That's really cute. It's kind of true, but in a respectful way, right? We both check in on each other and go, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? But nobody's telling either one what to do. Hey, Mary Krause. He's cute. So I wasn't going to bring this up, but content creating is a real job. And I love you, bunny. I don't want to give too many details here because this happened in real life, but I was around some people. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to give any more details. I was around some people within the last 8 weeks, 6 weeks. Hey, SoCal Joy. And this was so uncomfortable for me. And I'm going to share it because it really bothered me. And I thought, I'm not going to share that. And so I kind of tucked it away, but I'm going to talk about it. I do it in a tongue-in-cheek way because you love The Sopranos, but I will stop. Well, see, now I love it. No, Helena, I've never taken it wrong because I love you and I know you. I'm not upset and I love you. I love you too. You didn't have to super chat that. Now I love it because I didn't think of a Sopranos kind of a way. Now I love it. No, because it's special to you. It's between you and me and I like it now. It's fine. I never assumed you meant it for real. I knew that there was some cute little joke behind it. I just didn't know what. So please keep it up. It's fine. We all get it. And I love you. So I was out with some people. Reese, you help a lot of people through what you do here. Even non-Scientology peeps, you're like therapy for us as much as this is for you. Thank you, Thought Criminal. I miss you when I don't see you. Thank you for saying that. And I appreciate that very much. My biggest thing, hey, Rhonda McNeil, is the reason I do, okay, Helena, I love you. The reason I do continue this channel is because it's so inspiring for me. And I love to hear that it inspires other people too. I think it's great that it inspires you guys, but it also really inspires me. So thank you for saying that. And I just want us to get better and better. I know that we've been hey, Drifter Wars, we've been dealing with a lot of this hateful crap lately and drama, and that sucks. And we're going to keep talking about it until it's something that I don't feel needs to be brought up anymore. But I think about it all the time and I think of the angle and I try to be mindful of what I'm talking about. Like, I'm like, I don't want to just make this a hate Aaron channel. Like, I don't want to be like Aaron, 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 Aaron. I never really talked about him much and I kind of want to back off on that. I don't, hey, Tony P. I will talk about Aaron if I need to talk about Aaron, but like, I don't want it to become an automatic thing. Thank you, Sassy. I've been tanning. Marilyn, I will continue to talk about if she gets anywhere near me again, right? She's done a lot of damage to me and she deserves to be talked about as far as I'm concerned. But I try to be mindful of the topics is all I'm getting at. I don't want it to be like some hateful thing. I don't want to become that. I look forward to this time every day. I love you, DS Kitty. Thank you for saying that. That's so nice of you. Thank you for being a member. So here's a weird story. And then we'll talk about what we were going to talk about, which I'm not entirely sure what that was. Hey, Squirrel Girl. I was out not that long ago. I'm not going to give a time frame, but I was out. And thank you, Dee. And I was around some people who were quite a bit older than me. And I would say like 70s and 80s, maybe somewhere in there, like quite a bit older, not like in their 50s, quite a bit older. And they were making me feel super uncomfortable. They were definitely like putting me on blast in a way, like in an inappropriate. I don't know these people. Like I hardly know these people, okay? And they were dipping in too much. And one of them, they were both being fairly I would say very judgmental. And they said, one of them said to me, they were a couple, and one of them said to me, Huxley was with me, okay? And one of them said to me, do you ever think about going to college? And I was like, no, I don't. But I said, I just don't at this point. And it felt judgmental. I agree, Ann Battles. And then one of them said, hey, Bridge, one of them said to Huxley, no matter what you decide to do, you need to go to college, but don't, it was very awkward. They said, don't get a stupid degree. And they said, don't get anything stupid. And they said several different things. They said something like, he said, don't get a degree in sociology. He said, or psychology. He goes, the most important thing is that you make a ton of money. So if you're going to do it, he said, you got to make a ton of money. Hey, Alicia. And I was so grossed out by that. Like I was really bothered by it. Hey, Helen Baker, but I didn't say anything in that moment. The only thing I said was, and we've talked about this many, many, many times. Since my son was little, that's a nice thing to say and so true. Reese never does documentaries or hit pieces on other streamers. She stays in her own lane and just does Reese. However, come into her lane and we all attack the offender. That is a beautiful thing to say. That's an amazing thing to say, Drifter Wars. And I'm going to try to remember that you said that because it's true. Hey, Cheap Chick. So I just said, in a kind way, but I said, because we all know that, hey, Erica Fox, I would, if I could go to school, if I could do it over, I would be a therapist. And I love the field of therapy. I love the idea of helping people. And I said to this person, I said, psychology. I said, that's actually a great degree to get. They make a lot of money. And he goes, who told you that? And I said, psychologists, I said, help people. And I said, they actually make really good money. I said, I have a psychologist and they make really good money. I said, that's a great pathway. I said, I think a degree in psychology is fantastic if that's something he would want to do. And he goes, psychologists don't make anything. He goes, you're thinking of a psychiatrist. And I said, no, I'm not. Psychiatrists are MDs. I said, psychiatrists don't actually really sit down and do therapy with people. They write prescriptions and they're MDs and they do the testing. And he goes, okay. Like it was very over the top, like you're an idiot. And I didn't say anything. I was just like, okay. And he goes, Huxley, you need to make a lot of money. Whatever it is you're going to do, make a lot of money. And to me, so what I was saying is what I've told Huxley since he was little. Yeah, there's plenty of rich people who are miserable, by the way. Baby Steps, I agree. Thank you for the super chat. Um, hey, Miralee, ever since Huxley was little, and this may not be the right thing, but I've always said to him, as long as he could talk, I've said, look, I hope you go to college. Like I'm not telling anyone, yes, Debbie, I'm not telling anyone that they shouldn't go to college because I didn't go to college. I hope Huxley does go to college. But I have said to him many times, doctors are great, lawyers are great, rich people are great, but your manners and being polite and how you treat people matter way more. And you can fight me all day on this, matter way more than your fucking degree. I have fired so many doctors. I've fired attorneys because of their bad attitude and their better than me attitude. And guess what? There's 500 more that can take their place. They're a dime a dozen. Sorry, but they are. Hey, old Charlie. So if you're shitty to me as a physician, bye. I will never see you again. I will find someone that treats me kindly, treats me like I'm a person, and doesn't treat me like they're God and I don't know anything. Right? So manners and how you treat people will always weigh more than your degree. College is cool. I think it's great. This is not me being insensitive to people who are doctors, nurses who have degrees. I think I am inspired by that. I worked for doctors, MDs for 12 years, and I believe they earned the title doctor. I like calling them doctor. They went to school for it. They're very intelligent, but they're also not better than anyone, and they're not God. This goes back to you treat the janitor the same way you treat the CEO. I don't give a shit that you're an MD. Like, I think it's great. I will use you when I hire you and I need you for my health. Hey, Glenda Dawn. But I really don't like the whole like, I went to law school, therefore I'm better than you. Nope, you're not. And I will fire your ass and find someone else that treats people like human beings because your character is what matters way more. And when you go to somebody's funeral, you don't sit there and go, well, they were a hell of a doctor and I loved their Ferrari. They had a collection of Ferraris. Nope. When you go and sit at a funeral, you sit there and think about how they treated you. Their character. You reflect on how your relationship was with that person. You reflect on how they made you feel. I'm not wrong about that. You don't reflect on their collection of shit and what was in their bank account. Money's great. I would love to be loaded. I think it would be so much fun to have money to travel wherever I wanted to go. But I've said this, if I ever won like the lottery or came into a ton of money, I would want a pool for me and my dogs. Like, I think it'd be fun to swim with Bo in the pool. And I've always wanted like, I think Bo would be, Sandra Woodard. I think Bo would be really cute. And I like the boxy old Range Rovers that are like squares. I've heard they're shitty and they cost a lot to work on, but I always thought it'd be fun to have like one of those old, tall, boxy Range Rovers that Bo could hang out of. And I'd probably adopt a few more dogs to throw in there. But that's it. Like, I have everything I want. I like my life. I'm not looking at people going, I wish I had that. I wish I had that. Like, nah, I don't really care. I feel pretty good in where I'm at. I have a good collection of stuff and I have a lot of shit. I'm trying to get rid of it. So, hey, Heather in the library. But anyway, the point is, I'm going to finish this story. This dude didn't let up on me. He didn't let up on me. He wasn't done with me, and I could tell. And the lady was like, so no college for you then? And I said, no. I said, no. I said, I just didn't, I made it to 9th grade. And these are highly educated people. I'll just say that. These are highly educated people and they're wealthy people. College is great. Love it. Went twice, but it's also not for everyone. And you're not a lesser person if you didn't go to college. There's many ways to succeed. Hey, Hope, many ways to succeed. Many ways to succeed that have nothing to do with college. And thank you again, Helena, for your super chat. Always stay humble, Donna Cooper. There's nothing worse to me than a dick swinger. There is nothing worse, man. Jeff was belonged to a country club when I was married to him, and I only liked going there because the food was good. But every time we went, I would cringe because there'd be like really wealthy people there and they wanted you to know it. And they'd talk really loud and they were like, yeah, we just got back. We were in Belize. And can I get another one of those? Get me another beer. And like they treat people like shit. They want you to know they have money. It's gross. It's like, why would I ever want to be like you? Your character is gross. Like you don't treat people nicely. You treat people the server shitty because they're a server, but then you're going to be like really nice to your friend who's a doctor. Gross. I don't want to know you. That's weird. It's a status. It's a fucking status. You might as well be like, I don't like black people. It's the same thing. You don't like poor people. You don't like people who make less than 100 grand a year. Like that's what I was saying yesterday. It's so like, what was the word? Discriminatory. So you're going to treat the help, right? You're going to be like, hey, get me another beer. So anyway, and then you're going to treat people who drive nice cars differently. No, I don't like that. I never have like, it's a huge pet peeve for me. People who are entitled, and I don't care if you have money or not. Hey, Lenore Gray, it's the entitlement. I hate nothing more than holding the door open for someone and they walk right through the door and they don't say anything. I can't, it's like that tells me all I need to know about you. You fucking think you're better than me or something? I don't know what you're doing. I don't like that. So I've really hammered that with my kid because I really feel that way strongly. If I go somewhere and I see immediately in the room there's a big ass dick swinger that's just like, and anyway, my lake house, and it's like, ugh, ah, I don't want to know you. You don't do anything for me. I don't need to know you. You know why? You don't even know who you are. You don't know who you are. You know why? You don't want to show the wear and tear. You don't want us to know that you're vulnerable in any way. You don't want to fucking show the real you. You want to show a commercial version of you. And I got no room in my life for people like that. No. Do I spend time with these people on the regular? Scientology up north, Miriam? No. So this dude, I'll finish this story. I'm really dragging it out. So this guy says, whatever you do, make a ton of money. Like he was like, don't get a degree in this, don't get a degree in that. He was like, make a ton of money, Huxley. He was like, make a ton of money. You hear me? He's like, you need to make a lot of money, whatever you do. Right. Because that equals happiness. Right. Like that equals success. Like I'm sure you'll have a great life. As long as you make a lot of money, you'll be happy. Sure. Look at Robin Williams. Look at a lot of people who are successful who are not happy. Game is blue. Yes. Selma, welcome. So he says to me, it felt so planned. He goes, what is it that you do to me? And I felt like he was trying to kind of make me feel small in front of my son. Hey, Tyler. Hey, Susan LeBlanc. And I said, he goes, so what? He goes, well, what is your title? And I'm mimicking, I'm doing what this person did. He goes, so what is your title? He goes, what is it that you do? And I didn't even want him to know what I did, but someone told him what I did. And I said, no, Kim, I really didn't. It wasn't the appropriate time. I could give you more information on that, but I can't. And I said to him very respectfully, I said, well, I guess I would call me a content creator. And he went, a content creator? And I went, yeah, I think that's what you would call it. And he goes, what kind of content are you creating? And I just said, well, like obviously this person didn't want an answer, right? Like they were just they were getting off. There are people, and this reminds me of someone like Marilyn Honig. And I'm using her as an example because we all know who that is, right? If I named someone in my real life, you wouldn't know who I'm talking about. But someone like Marilyn Honig, there are people who get off. You can see it in their eye. Remember when Marilyn streamed with Nora and Nora said, that knife hoarder guy really goes after Reese. He really tries to harm her. And Marilyn went, I know, and I love it. That tells me pretty much everything I need to know about you. Like to stay the fuck away from you, right? Like gross. You enjoy people being bullied? That's weird, right? So that's how I felt like this dude was trying to embarrass me. And he goes, what kind of content? He goes, do you create? And I said, I don't know. I said, it's just about life. I said, and so I just tried to just sweep over this so we can move to the next topic. And I said, it's just about life. Really? I said, it's just mainly about just daily life. And then I think I said something to Huxley and I was trying to change the subject. And like 2 or 3 minutes went by and I thought that I got away with it. And he goes, what kind of content are we creating? And I was like, okay, all right. I said, well, I grew up in the Church of Scientology. I said, I was born and raised into it for 38 years. I said, so we talk about that sometimes. I said, my life, my relationships. And then I did something to piss him off. I said, I mean, I've been married and divorced like 30 times. I said, so I talk about a lot of my ex husbands and I said all the money that I took from them and the gold digger that I was. And so then I just started embellishing and being an asshole because I knew that it was all for show anyway, right? Like you didn't want an answer out of me. You weren't really interested in me. You just were trying to kind of belittle me and make me feel bad because I'm the janitor. I'm not the CEO to him. I'm the janitor. I didn't go to school, right? I don't make a decent living or this isn't a smart way to make a living, right? And it probably isn't. It probably isn't, to be honest. Like this is not a guaranteed job. I don't clock in at this when I come to YouTube, right? Like it is feast or famine. And I know that at the beginning of every month when the clock starts over with the money, I know that I'm going on year 3 and I can't believe I still get super chats. To be honest, I figured they would have dried up by now. And a lot of it has. The first year was better than the second. The second year has been better. And now we're going into this and I'm aware of it. And it probably is something I should focus on more or pay attention to, but I love what I do. And I also just pray about it a lot. And I hope that this is sustainable. I hope that I can keep doing this because I really believe in what I do. I love talking to you guys. I love what I get from you guys. I get the feedback. I feel like this is very therapeutic for a lot of us, right? So I believe in this. It's not for drama. It's not some weird commercial. We let it all hang out. And I think we all take something away from this channel. So I hope it can stick around. But if it can't, then I've worked before, right? Full-time jobs and I know how to do it. So it was just very belittling and Megan says, had a job I was earning a lot. The people there had a vibe like your haters, felt satanic almost. Wow. Now have a job where I earn half, safe spiritually and yeah, psychologically, big pay cut, but I'm happier. I've had jobs like that too. Megan, I had jobs where I was making way more money, but I hated my bosses. I hated the people I worked with. Doctors are kind of what am I trying to say? Doctors are kind of a toss up for me. I worked for MDs for a long time and some of them are so humble and amazing to work for and some were so awful to work for and very belittling and some doctors think they're God. Some doctors play God and I really hated that and I made good money working for some of them, but God, I hated it. And then once I got a job where I was making less money and I thought, I love it here though. I love all my employees I work with. I loved my bosses. It was such a different vibe. So I get what you're saying, Megan. So to me, and thank you for the super chat, it's so weird when someone does say like, just make a ton of money. Like, yes, that's a great goal, right? But it's not the goal. Not for me. It's not the goal. Yes, yes. Like once a goal of mine is one day to be able to buy a property again, like own my own home, which I've done before. I rent and I live in a trailer right now, but like I have a goal set for that and I save money, like looking for that goal. But and especially if it were in Ecuador would be great. And I know I'll probably make that goal. I have a feeling that I'm not going to fall, but I don't know. It's weird to me that like some people are, I said this yesterday, some people are so poor, all they have is money. I've seen I've been around a lot of wealthy people in my life. And I think what makes the difference is I've said this money talks, wealth whispers. If you have to show me that you have money, it's kind of like people who have to tell me they're a Christian. Red flags already. I don't need to know that. If you have to tell me you're a good mom, I don't know about that. Like I don't need to know. And I feel the same way. If you have to have every status symbol under the sun and treat people like shit and go, "Hey waitress, get me another beer," and treat people like shit, you're probably broke as shit because money talks. You want me to know you have money, right? Wealth whispers. People who are really truly wealthy, most of the time don't even want you to know. Good for you, Stephanie. I love that, babe. Most people who I've met who are like real wealth, you wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even know because they don't want you to know. They don't need to show that shit off. They're not trying to attract attention to themselves. That's all I'm saying. If you see this, your healing season where you also make some money, you can always do something else. You're a talented woman. Thank you, Selma. Of course I can. I worked in senior living and that was my favorite career path. If I could, like I said, I would really, really like to be a therapist. Um, is your house really a trailer? I thought it was a double wide. Um, I don't know. It's a trailer to me. I mean, it's got like the seams on the walls. Um, I don't know what you would call it. I call it a trailer. Yeah. It doesn't have like it's got like a huge gap. It's like up off the ground. So like in the winter it gets really cold because there's like air going underneath it. It's definitely not a home. It's not a house. So anyway, that was odd. That was an odd conversation with those people. And hey, Hux, can you turn the air down a notch? I'm hot. Thank you. Um, but I don't care. I've owned my own house before I was ever married to Jeff. I owned my own house. Nobody else's name was on it, and I was proud of that. But I also lived in a really no geoplanet, Jane. It's just like a long. It looks like a trailer. Oh my God, Courtney, I'm good for you. And then I was married to Jeff and I put my own money into that house as a down payment. Thank you, Ferry. And it was a 4,000 square foot home and it was beautiful house in Kansas City. And I was super proud of it. And you would think like wealthy people live there. It was in a cul-de-sac. It was a really nice home, beautiful house, nicest house I've ever lived in. The type of a house I would want to live in. What? Down. I'm hot, so not up. Um, and what I'm saying is I've never been happier as I am right here, right now, living in a trailer. You know, so do you understand what I'm saying? Like it's not about that for me. It's exactly what Megan Roberts was saying. And that's where I disagree with what this guy was saying to Huxley. I live in technically probably a bit of a shithole now. It's very small. Hey, Joel Sachs, I went from 4,000 square feet to this. It's tiny. So there's a lot of stuff stacked up. Yes, Marissa Martin. And there's not as much room, but it's something I pay for with my own money every month. And I'm proud of that. That's exactly what I'm kind of trying to make my point is like, you might have a higher paying job, but it sucks and you're miserable. I had the nice house, but I had a shit marriage and there was a lot of abuse going on behind the scenes, right? I was miserable. But now I live in this and it's what I can afford. And I've never been happier because it's mine and me and Huxley are safe here and I have my animals here. So do you see what I'm saying? I know that you guys aren't dumb. I feel like I'm harping on this. It's mine, Stephanie. Yeah, it's my space and I can do what I want with it. I am proud, Kelstorm. So it's the janitor and it's the CEO. I lived in a wealthy dwelling where it looked like everything was really great with the bells and whistles and it sucked and there was a lot of abuse happening. And now I live somewhere where you might go, oh yeah, she's not wealthy. Don't care. I'm happy. Doesn't matter. I'm much happier. Me too, Neptunes. Me too. You live in what's called a manufactured home. Perfect. Okay. Thank you, Caroline in Canada. I was saying, I wish I could find more. Thanks, Geoplanet Jane. I wish I could find more stuff in neon colors. I was just thinking about you yesterday and I thought, I wonder how Mimi is doing. How's your sister? How is your life? I hope you're doing well and don't overshare. I'm not trying to pry. Hey, Michelle, I'm glad to see you. And I thought about you yesterday. We have another Mimi. And I thought of you when I saw her and I thought, where is Mimi? And I just hope you're okay. Wealthy people, yeah. Real wealthy people don't really want you to know they're wealthy. They're not trying to attract that kind of attention. So I want to talk about just some different things. Kim is blue. I found my other neon pink top at the Goodwill. I think a thrift store is a really good place to look. Hey, Susie CJ. Good for you, Trixie. This made me think of the haters and the drama going on. It's really quick. I don't know much about Tony Robbins, but every once in a while he'll pop into my what are those things called? Reels. And this is like 10 seconds long. And it really made me think of the haters and just the drama that's going on. And I wanted to play it for you guys. She's doing okay. I'm doing well. I miss you all. I think of you all the time. Thankful I'm back and can be here now. We're really happy to see you. Even if we don't see you again for a little while, I'm just glad you popped in. Hey, Leslie Mosley. I like neon on my nails too. My toenails, I'll do like a neon pink in the summer. Hey, Kim Gray. Um, exactly, Kim Gray. Exactly. Okay, so I want you guys to listen to this because this pertains so much to what's going on right now, and I loved it. It's inspiring to me. Just listen. All right.
Good times create weak people. Weak people create bad times. Bad times create strong people. Strong people create good times.
I'm going to play that one more time because I really want you to listen to it.
Good times create weak people. Weak people create bad times. Bad times create strong people. Strong people create good times.
So, weak people create bad times. Bad times create strong people. Hey, Auntie Janet says, I thought that was really interesting as far as it pertaining to what's going on right now. Joyce Drager, welcome in, because so many of you have said to me a lot lately, Reese, you've sat on this, for so long. Thank you, Susan. Yeah, Heather Huckleberry, like you've sat on this forever. The email I read yesterday, do you guys remember the email I read yesterday? I sat on it. Weak people create bad times. That's what they've been doing. Like, I don't consider Marilyn Honed strong in any way. She's weak. I've been saying that for a long time. Weak people create bad times. Bad times create strong people. So Lindsay and I have talked about this behind the scenes. Yeah, thought criminal. I love that because even though I've been a target, and it's not just me. I'm not crying victim here, but all I can do is speak to me. Okay, Hope, I hope you feel better, babe. I've been a target of a few of these people for a long time now. Like, they've really come at me hard. Thank you, Joel. And I think that I took a year of not saying anything and now I'm saying something. And I think those bad times shaped, Lindsay said this too, like a lot of how strong we are now. That's what I've been saying to these haters is you guys think you're weakening me. You're not. Every single time you do this and you pull this and you go, what about Tommy? What about this? What about Reese saying this? What about her mods? Right? You strengthen things. You only make me feel stronger because, first of all, I don't have anything to hide. But I think those bad times, I agree with what he said. Bad times create strong people. Now, there's another one that I want you to hear. And it's, again, this isn't long. So don't worry. It's not, I don't like long shit. I think this, I think it's this. There's a quote, she says.
There's this quote that I remind myself
I love
of
this
because it's helped me so much when I remember it. If a flower doesn't bloom, do you blame the flower or do you blame its environment? Right? So imagine like if this plant didn't bloom, are you going to like blame the plant and check the plant? Or are you going to check the soil? Are you going to check the light? Are you going to check the air around it, the humidity? Because that's the reason why the plant grows, right? So we are that flower, right? But if we're not growing or we're not sprouting or blooming the right way, what is your environment?
I like that. Now, I am not a green thumb. I don't like getting plants or flowers because I never can keep them alive. But that is so true. If there's a plant you have or a flower and it's not thriving, you check the environment. You check if you're overwatering it. You look up how much water it needs. You look up, does it need more sun than this? Right? I love that because it is so true. And I think, honestly, guys, hey, Angie Mo, I know not all of you agree with me talking about this stuff lately, but I think it's making me feel like I'm blooming and I'm thriving to be able to talk about what's been going on in my environment. I haven't talked about it and I've suppressed a lot of it. And I know that I've been talking about it for some time now. It's not like I came out yesterday talking about it, but I really, really like that because I said yesterday, I'm not going to let anybody, I think it's about to storm, I hear thunder, pull any bullshit anymore. And it's such a freeing feeling. I don't want to, here's what it is. In a way, I feel like by not talking about it, guys, I'm sorry, but Liz Trix put this quote up the other day I loved, and I can't remember exactly what it said. But if we don't talk about this shit, we're protecting them. I feel so much better getting it out and talking. And also, I loved what Melissa said in that one comment. If I don't speak to this stuff, then they just keep putting out lies, and it makes me look like a liar. Now, it's also not good to be like, I didn't do this. I didn't say that. I don't think we're doing that. I'm just speaking to the bullshit that people are putting out, and we're highlighting the behavior. We're calling out the behavior. But I really, really like if we don't do anything about it, then it's like you're just as sick. Secrets make you sick. And I feel like you're just keeping it, you're just protecting them. In a lot of ways, that year I didn't say anything. Yes, Liz. Evil prevails when good people do nothing. So for those of you, that are like, you're not doing this right, you're not doing that right, that email rocked me that I read to you guys yesterday, and I'm still fucked up by it. I don't like that email. I felt so judged in that. Like, you're basically just doing all this wrong, but I'm going to give Aaron grace. And gross, first of all. Reese and Aaron are not brother and sister. Like, we don't need to be handled anywhere near the same vicinity. We have nothing to do with the other. Right? I love you, Lindsay, and I feel the same way. Lindsay and I help each other a lot. I really, really love Lindsay. If you would put those people on blast like you did with that ugly text yesterday, I think all this trolling would stop. Do you guys agree with that? I agree with that. And I also agree with whatever that saying is where people say, like, don't behave that way then, and I won't have to talk about it. You're just counting on me, hey, Beck, to protect you is what you're doing. You say whatever you want to say behind the scenes because I'm not going to come out fucking talking about it. You teach people how to treat you. And when I teach people, like, I won't say anything, they know I won't say anything. So they can say whatever they want. They can come into the chat and be really, really nice to me and then send me emails and go, I'm not going to abandon you, but you're walking with Satan, right? I love you, Joel Sachs. Look at that. You're an inspiration. So is Lindsay. Yes, she is. And Joel, thank you for supporting women. I've always loved you for that. Thank you for your super chat. And I know it's probably really late there. Amy says, I feel that shit to my bones. Nobody likes to be embarrassed. So be ugly, the entire world gets to see. Yes. I mean, it's kind of like, don't dish it out if you can't take it kind of a thing. Like if you don't want to be exposed for your bad behavior, then don't display bad behavior. Hey, Chops World, am I right there? I think I'm right. I think I'm on to something. All this time, I have thought, and to be fair, a lot in the beginning, thank you, Fairy. A lot of people in the beginning, do you guys remember this? A ton of people were coming at me going, don't say anything. Don't give it oxygen. You're feeding the hate by doing this. Can we move on from this? Why are we still talking about this? Because we're going to talk about it until we need to not talk about it anymore. Obviously, we're still talking about it because there's something to say. right? Like it's so dismissive too. Hey, Gary Mackey. This is a wonderful audience, so I don't think many would, but I wonder how many bottom feeders called or texted that number. Tommy was worried about me doxing that number. He was like, you could maybe get in trouble for that because like if they call that number and like it's harassment. I was like, they texted me. I don't give a shit, man. Reese, you have helped me through hard times with your humor, realness, and hard times. Love you and your personality. Screw the haters. Thank you, Donna Cooper. I'm really glad I've helped. I'm grateful for that. Yeah, Joel Sachs. So like people were saying in the beginning, like, we're not giving this attention, are we? It's dismissive like this. I was in my last marriage. It reminds me of my last marriage where in a fight with someone, he would say, like, we're done talking about this. Like, tell me when you're done being a bitch. Come, hey, Chewini love, like, come talk to me when you're done and you're off your period or whatever. Like, he'd say shit like that to me. And hey, be kinder. And it's so dismissive. Or if I would go to him and he'd go, no, we're not talking about this anymore. Like, we're done talking about it. I'm not done talking. Like, clearly, like if someone says, like, why are we still talking about this? Because obviously I have more to say about it. And that's incredibly dismissive and shitty of you to try to minimize that. I still have stuff I need to say about it. Like, I'm sorry, you have a choice whether or not you want to listen too. I have a choice to talk about it here on my platform. And you have a choice if you want to come listen and click on my fucking face. That's how that works. Right? But don't come in here and go, ugh, I don't want to hear about this anymore. Well, they're still going. So what do I do? Just let the lies pile up? Good people do nothing. That's what happens. And then it turns into a shit show. And people go, my God, did you hear Reese did this and did that? Because then I don't defend myself. I don't stick up for myself. Nobody else is going to do it. I have to do it. That's the definition of strong women right there to me. Like having a voice, speaking out for yourself, protecting others that need protecting, speaking out for other people. Brenda, I don't know what that means. The email is very offensive, not only to Reese, but our community. I pray she sees it differently in the future and that her heart changes. I agree. I think people were, thank you, 6804. Hey, Laura Lou. I think people were also offended by that. The problem that people don't see is we really are friends here. A lot of us really are friends. Whether I've met you or not, or we talk on the phone, I consider this a place where I come 2 hours a day, almost every day of the month. 2 or 3 days I take off. That's it. That's a dedication. Like we're dedicated to each other. That's a loyalty. And that's not like for a couple weeks. This has been going on for years. There's something to that. And so I come here and I pour it all out for you guys to hear and see. And the thing is, when somebody attacks me like that, they're also attacking you guys most of the time. And we all see it that way too. We all see it that way. Like you come after me, you kind of come after all of us. And that's not a cult. I love how people are like, that's a cult. No, it's not. That's connection. That's friendship. And that's women, mostly women. I'm mostly women in here. Hey, Aloha Sue, standing up for other women. There's nothing fucking wrong with that. If people started attacking Lindsay like they did a few weeks ago, and look at her here when she was a junkie. I don't know, King's Kid, right? We all rallied. Hey, Marlugo. We all rallied. Because that's what fucking friends do. That's what people do to support. They went after Lindsay, making fun of her past addiction problems. And when she went to prison or jail, hey, Willow Tree, right? Like we rallied. Fuck you. You're not going to just say that and get away with it. We're going to bring that shit up. And I don't see anything wrong with it. And that's exactly what my chat does here. You attack me, you kind of attack all of us. That's how it works. And I don't see anything wrong with that. That doesn't make us a cult. That makes us sticking up for somebody else that is being bullied. That ain't wrong. Look how many people, holy shit, we woke a sleeping giant when they went after Huxley and made fun of him and said that he was naked and lied and made that. Marilyn made such a big deal out of that. And it was nothing. And she knew it was nothing. And if she thought it was something, why would you take it to the internet? You dumb bitch. Why would you take that to YouTube to get clicks and views off of? You call 911. If she went on there all shaky. I'm so triggered, right? And she was like, where are the adults in that home? That child's in danger. Pick up the phone and call 911. You know my address. Send the police. If you really believe that. Love you too, Trace. But no, let's take it to the internet and talk about it there. Fuck you. But my God, it woke a sleeping giant because even the haters went after her for that, right? She went after a child and she didn't feel bad about it. She still doesn't. I'm not giving Marilyn any grace. She doesn't deserve any grace. And she keeps saying, I'm going to go off into the forever and not do anything. And then now she's trying to form an alliance with people because now Susie stands with her again. Good. I like it. Two pieces of shit. That's great. It highlights the other one. It's great. But she's trying to, she can't stand on her own and she's lost Aaron. So now she has to prop herself up to form a community again. And she will try to do that. The talking or not talking about the hate depends on the surrounding circumstance. Agreed. Each can be the right choice. It's up to the individual's assessment. Well, here's the thing, and I think we do a good job at here. Thank you, Baby Steps, for your super chat and saying that. Oh yeah, Angie Mo. Susie stands with her. Yeah, they flip flop. These people are flip floppers. Okay. Hey, Barbara, wait. You know what I pride myself on? I don't usually give myself a lot of credit. You know what I pride myself on? I've always been who I said I am. I think I've remained pretty fucking consistent. I've done everything I said I was going to do. I apologize when I need to apologize. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I've done everything I pretty much said I was going to do, right? Like I've stuck to my character has kind of remained the same. Look at these bitches flip-flopping around, right? The only thing that I thought of today when I was laying out in the sun, and I thought I should come clean on that. I should come clean on that on my channel. And I should, and I'm about to. Reposting, there's rotation west of Nashville. Really? Wow, the sky does look green and there's a lot of thunder. That sucks. I'm surprised my mom hasn't texted me. That's the only scary thing, guys. Where I live, they don't have tornado sirens. I'm out in the middle of nowhere. It's creepy as shit. There's no basements. They don't have any of that. Hey, Hux. Huxley? What? Can you make sure the cats are in? I think we're about to get a storm. He should be in, but can you call him just to see? Okay. Thank you, Gary Mackey. That's terrifying. And thank you for the super chat, my friend. The Cheap Chick gave me a super sticker. Thank you, Cheap Chick. And there's Marlugo. On a different note, I text you something. Okay. I will look at that. Don't shelter in a trailer if there's a tornado. Where do I shelter then? Hey, Irish Mart. Thank you, Mar. Okay. Let me take a look. I do have weather alerts on my, I thought I did. I love you, Mar. And thank you for, I don't know how you guys send Apple Cash. I don't know how that works, but thank you so much. Thank you. She said, happy late birthday, Reese. No testaments, no scriptures, no telling you what to do or how you should act. Just a peaceful wish for you and your birthday. Sending your family good thoughts and best wishes, because that's a real friend right there. That's the definition of a friend right there. I love you, Marlugo. Thank you. Thank you for sending that gift. That was so nice of you. You always do that. Thank you. You don't have to do that. Thank you, Mar. The only thing I thought of, guys, I feel like I've always kind of, I'm not trying to say I'm not inconsistent. We all know everybody's inconsistent. It's human to be inconsistent. I'm not sitting here trying to be like, I haven't done anything wrong. We all know that's not the case. I'm a fuck up just like everybody else, probably worse. Yikes. It's okay, Bo. He's terrified of storms. The only thing I thought of, I was like, it's just, okay. Thanks, son. Thank you, Kathy Brown. The only thing I thought of about YouTube, I'm like, is there anything I've lied about? Is there anything I've been kind of shady about? Hey, Linus, well, we all know the big lie was that I cheated on Jeff with Tommy and I went to Clearwater and like acted like I was there for just this reason. But Tommy was secretly there with me and we were boning behind the scenes, which I wish I wouldn't have done that. I really hate that I did that, but I couldn't be honest with you guys at the same time, right? Thank you so much, Mar. That was really kind of you. that's to me kind of like, I'm not trying to justify, but that's how affairs work. I couldn't tell you guys. I eventually did, and I came clean. The only other thing I thought of was I was thinking about Aaron today. I was like deep thought thinking about Aaron. Thank you. It's not inconsistent, Reese. It's growth. Thank you. And I thought, have I like I was trying to really think like what did I do to make Aaron so mad that he has continued to go after me? Like I was thinking about his stream he didn't do too long ago on me, where he was like Reese is a liar, whatever it was called, like relatable Reese and the lies or something. He titled it, and I thought, why does he continue to come after me? Why? And I thought, what did I really do to him? It was great, Shelley. Yes, it was a good time. Um, the only thing the only thing I thought of was when I did quit that board, I was pretty scared to do it. I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty scared to do it, and I had been wanting to do it. I wanted to do it way before I did it. Geoplanet Jane, I've lived here for 2 years. We've had tornado warnings. I never go to my mom's. I mean, I just hope that it doesn't happen, but we'll get in the middle of the house if we need to, but it's never gotten that bad. I don't ever go to my mom's for something like that. But I was thinking about it, and I really wanted to quit the board. I've never said this, but I really wanted to quit the board before I ever quit the board. I wanted to be fucking done and away from Aaron. I saw and I could feel, and by the way, guys, if the power goes out, like that's okay. I'm just going to get in the middle of the house. But if that ends up happening, don't freak out. I'll be fine. It's just if that happens, it happens. If this stream cuts out, I'm okay. But I definitely was like, how can I get away from him? I could see the writing on the wall. I knew Aaron was getting ready to yes, Marissa Martin. I knew that Aaron was not, I didn't want to be on the side of Aaron, and I knew it was coming. Like there was a lot of mass destruction happening. He was getting really abusive. It was just his reputation was starting to go to shit, and I thought I don't want to be friends with this guy anymore. So I definitely took the opportunity when I did, and I kind of feel like I took the opportunity to kind of make it like I'm leaving because I'm triggered by this, which I wasn't lying. I definitely hated how slimy he was and how he was screwing around with Jenna and he was screwing around with Lindsay and he was married. I didn't like any of that, but I honestly, you know me, it's like that's his private business. I don't really need to make that the reason. And I feel like that was definitely on me. Am I frozen? No, I'm not frozen because people would be saying I'm frozen. Hey, JoJo. So I definitely feel like I was looking for an out and I used an out. So that's something that I was thinking about today. It obviously hasn't weighed on me much because I hadn't thought about it in a very long time. But I was pretty afraid of Aaron. I was pretty terrified of Aaron. Oh my God, it's pouring. I was very afraid of him. And that's not an excuse, but I really felt tied down. I felt caged. And I felt like, how the fuck am I going to get out of this? I truly, in the moment, I had thought for weeks and weeks, how can I get off this board? I was one of the last ones to leave. Hey, meanies. And I was seeing how people were being treated when they left. Like that was one of the reasons. My feed is frozen. Geoplanet Jane, it's just you. You got to refresh your page or something. That was one of the reasons that I was scared to leave because I was seeing how he was treating people in real time when they were leaving that board. And I thought, fuck, like this is going to be really ugly. And I feel like I needed an escape. I was like, how am I going to do this? And then I called, wow, what a storm. And then I called Natalie and I was like, hey, I'm leaving. I just felt like there was an opportunity for me to go and I had wanted to go. And I said, I'm out of here. I'm leaving. And she was like, don't do it. Don't do it. She was like, do not do it. And I was like, which freaked me out more. Like I haven't really spoken to that. That freaked me out even more because, hey, Linda Perales, I hope you guys can hear me because it is a loud storm. That whole board with all the resignations. I only have perspective from a couple of the members. Okay, please email me. Natalie scared the shit out of me by saying, she said, you will get a lot more hate. What area are you in? I'm in Beech Grove, Tennessee. They've doxed my address. So yeah, that was Thunder. BEECHGROVE. It's one word. It's okay. So when Natalie did that, hey, Bunny Foo Foo, he's a bully. No, Aaron is definitely a bully. Like, my reasons were embellished because I don't really give a shit that Aaron's cheating on his wife. I know. It's okay. It's okay. I know. That's all I'm saying, is that I blamed it on that more than I should have and taken my own responsibility on it. But I was trying to figure out an out. And I just remember Natalie being like, you're going to get way more hate on your channel. She was like, then it's worth. She said, don't do it. She was like, do not do it. So that's all. That's the only thing I could think of. I thought, do I need to come clean on anything on my channel? I'm starting to feel like a Scientologist. I'm like, do I have any overts and withholds that I need to get off? I'm in Tennessee and you are still streaming. Yeah, it's loud thunder. What did you just say? Oh, I don't even believe it's personal to who these people come after, including him, which is insane. Yeah, I think that basically I left. Hey, American Made, I left and it didn't warrant the hate I got. But I think that Aaron took that extremely personally, and I think he still does, and he still believes I should be punished for it, which is neither. I don't care. Aaron's done worse things, right? And I've done worse things than that. But I own it. It wasn't cool. I definitely leaned into that a little bit more than I probably should have. I don't like it. I didn't like that he was cheating, but more important to me was his character. I didn't like that the way he talked about Sterling, right? And how he was like, well, you're not leaving my board. You don't have anything to worry about. It was getting heated. It was getting ugly, and it was getting uncomfortable as shit for me. It's okay. That's going to be loud. It's seen as a betrayal to him. Yeah. Unfortunately, Aaron doesn't. He is a hold a grudge kind of guy. Yeah, we might lose power, guys. He is not a forgiving kind of guy. Yeah, he's not a forgiving person. He was all, it's okay, Bobo. He was also pretty pissed off that I criticized his protesting and didn't really take any of his shit, refused to play his reindeer games. He's pissed about everything. I mean, let's be honest, babe. He's pissed about everything. That's the problem with Aaron, is if you don't stay in line with him, if you step out even a little, like Kelly Copter did a few days ago and said, I don't agree with what Aaron said, she's fucking done. That's straight up Scientology. She's declared, she's heard there's a line through her name, and it's over. Reese, you're under a severe thunderstorm warning, 60-mile-per-hour winds, but let that 5% chance of tornadoes. So there's a 5% chance of a tornado? We're good then. We've survived thunderstorms before. We might lose power, though. Do you know when it's supposed to pass? Is it supposed to pass over quickly? I think he's pissed Reese picked Tommy twice. Yeah. Aaron is a walking ego. FYI, thunderstorm warning until 6:45. 60-mile-per-hour winds. Stay away from the windows if it gets really bad. No tornado warning as of now. Okay. Well, as long as there's no tornadoes, we can withstand the storm. He also wanted me to shit all over Lindsay, which I refused to do. I like Lindsay. I don't like Aaron. Well, that's the point. You know, even after what I just said, it's okay. It's okay. Gary, he is streaming tonight. Even after what I just said, thanks, Cindy G. It doesn't justify the way Aaron has fucking gone after everybody, right? It didn't justify all the hate I got. That's for sure. Like, doing that didn't warrant all the fucking years of this hate that I've been getting because he's mad like a toddler, right? And it's the same thing with Sterling. Sterling didn't deserve the videos made about him, trashing him and his mother. And you believe it 100% that it was because Sterling left his board, right? He said that to me in his kitchen. He's fucking dead to me. Yeah, and I didn't go after Lindsay either. I think he would have loved for me to go after Lindsay. And I was like, absolutely not. I did talk to him about it, and I think he kind of angled it like I should hate Lindsay. And I said, I don't even know her. I'm not going to hate her. I don't know anything about her. Like, no way. But he was trying to sell it to me. He was like, she's a drunk, she's a junkie, she's gonna come after all of us. He was saying all kinds of weird shit. And I was like, well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there, dude. I'm not gonna jump on someone. Hey, Laura FM. It's okay. I'm glad you are free from that toxicity and control. You look a lot stronger and relieved being able to speak up and talk. Thank you, Laura. Laura, that's very validating. And coming from you, that means a lot. I really love you, and I'm glad that we can be friends and support each other. Thank you for saying that, Laura FM. It's just, I think coming from a fellow ex-Scientologist, it's more validating from, what kind of happened in that whole situation and all of it. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Laura FM. That's, you showing your support means a lot. So I thought about that today, and I just thought I should get that off. I was thinking about it while I was laying out. It's okay. I was laying out in the sun, and I just thought, I did kind of fudge that a little bit. I feel like I leaned and embellished and leaned into that. I bought a Thunder shirt for him, Neptunes, and he ripped it off. Bo didn't like it. Didn't you? Yes, you did. Oh, but he's a good person. He's a great guy, and he's friendly, and he's frightened, and he says, I'm kind of a big chicken, but you have cute hair, Bobo. Oh, it's already slowing down big time. It almost just completely stopped, you guys. The rain almost just completely came to a dead stop. I'm hoping that was going to be a quick storm and it just rolls on through. Kind of like the hate. I'm hoping it just keeps on fucking trucking on. Look at that, Bobo. It pretty much stopped. I'm really glad Huxley got the cats in. It's okay. It's okay. You're a good boy. He's a good boy. He's a good person. He went to Yale, for God's sakes. He says, I went to fucking Stanford and shit. I went to Harvard Law, and then I did my undergrad at Johns Hopkins University. Look at that, Bobo. It stopped. It's okay. See? It went away. It stopped. It's over. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Joel Sachs, I understand. The radar looks pretty bad at 10:15 p.m. Oh, shit. Tonight? So it kind of picked back up. So is it supposed to come back tonight? See, I get a little freaked out. I get a little freaked out at night when the storms are really bad. Love you, Stephanie, and I'm glad that you're able to eat solid foods. Gertie doesn't give a holy shit about the storms, but he's afraid of it. So, I don't know. I just felt like talking about that. I hope that you don't mind that I talked about that. And I have one of his poot hairs. There it is in my mouth. I hope that you don't mind that I talked about it. And I hope, honestly, it doesn't make me, hey, Sikorsky, I hope it doesn't make me look like a liar or a fraud to you. I just kind of thought about it today and I thought, yeah, I was more looking for an out. I was more looking for a way to get off that board. And it was very hypocritical of me to blame it on what I blamed it on, which was kind of like Aaron being a cheater and I was a cheater. Like, and I really didn't care. I don't care that he's married and with whoever he's with. And I don't mean I don't care. It's obviously unethical. It's obviously immoral, but it's also obviously not something that we can control or do anything about. Like, it's his business. It's like, it sucks when you find out someone is a meth head or an alcoholic, but it's like, I'm not going to be able to make them quit doing that. It's not something I can control is what I'm trying to say. It's literally 100 degrees out here in the desert, literally rolling an ice cube on my face. Oh, Laura FM, that sucks. I hate when it's that hot. Sorry, babe. DOA did a horrific live about my friend and Tommy meanies. That guy is really irrelevant, though. Let's be honest. I mean, that dude is like, speaking of tornadoes, that guy really is like pure chaos. He's pure chaos. Like the good thing about him and what I think about Marilyn, like our haters, hey, Pete Taylor, they're not credible. Look at them, watch their movements, watch their body language, watch their pinned eyeballs. Like I don't, you can look at people like that and go, this person isn't likable. This person isn't believable. This person is inconsistent. That's what I'm looking for in people. And so it's like, it's kind of nice. I'm always appreciative when my haters are very obviously bad people. That's how you should go forward. You decided to leave that board. You built up this channel. You did it. He deserves no skin in your game anymore. Exactly. Aaron has no power over me anymore. He doesn't. And I don't think he actually had any in the past, but I gave him power. Does that make sense? He didn't really have anything on me, right? Like he didn't have anything over me. Yes, Laura, I agree. He's totally toxic. But hey, Joan Marie, I think what also, and this is true, I think what also solidified giving him power was calling Natalie and Natalie going, don't do it. I mean, she was very, very heavy handed about it, like very much putting the fear of God into me. She was like, you will regret if you quit this board. She was like, I promise you, Reese, it will be bad for you. Don't do it. She was like, you will get so much hate on your channel if you quit this board. It will not be worth it for you. Now, she was right. She was warning me and she was right, but I wouldn't change a thing. It's been worth all the hate because now he has no power over me and I don't have a fucking boss. I don't have anyone telling me what I need to be doing and I don't need to fall in line. You know, people like Marilyn and Natalie and all those guys are George, right? Like they're under Aaron's power. They have to do what he says. They have to go with what the group thinks. I don't have to do that. So it was well worth it, but I still think it's weird that Natalie did that. And it does show you how much power Aaron has over Natalie, if you look at it that way, right? I think that's why she stays though, because if she's calling me saying it won't be worth it, don't do it, obviously she feels that way, right? Like obviously she believes that. And obviously she believes it because she's still there, right? Don't come for my head, but I think Jenna is not as nice as we all think too. I can't pinpoint it, but I feel this icky thing when I watched her. Why would anyone come for your head for that? You're just speaking what you think. And I don't think that is, I don't think the cheese stands alone here, Marlugo. I think a lot of people have said that. I could give my idea of what I think Jenna is. I don't know Jenna. Yeah, and thank you for your super chat. She comes across as inauthentic. I get mixed feelings when I think about Jenna. And to be fair, I don't watch Jenna, but when I do, I don't think she's like this sweet little person that she tries to come across as. I think Jenna has a lot of grit probably to her and can hold her own, I'm sure. Thank you, Willow Tree. And I think that they're both probably toxic. I think they're both probably, I think that's fair to say that because I don't think it's a wrong call to call an ex-Scientologist toxic. I think all of us have, hey, Bethany, I think all of us have a lot of toxic fucking traits coming from Scientology. That's to be expected. And I don't think that's harsh to say. I think I think that I have some extremely fucking toxic traits. I really do. Tommy and I have been talking about them for the last few days. Like Tommy and I had a disagreement about something and it made me reflect on me and go, wow, I really do have a lot of Scientological, thank you, Helena. I really do have a lot of Scientological traits that haven't gone away that I need to work on that may never go away. Like I can't make a promise to Tommy that that's going to go away. And I have said this to him many, many times. You may not want to be with me. I am finding as each day goes by, it is really hard probably for a person to be with an ex-Scientologist. I think if I were dating an ex-Scientologist, it would be fucking difficult. And I am an ex-Scientologist, and I think I would have a hard time with it. But I think being with an ex-Scientologist comes with a lot of baggage and a lot of hoops that you have to jump through. And I think Tommy gets probably worn out having to deal with this is something I think I have in common with Jenna. You guys say she's got shark eyes. I think I have shark eyes too. I think that in certain situations, a flip will switch with me and I don't feel anything. And I see her do it. Reese, did you feel attached to Aaron once? What made you detach yourself? Yeah, I felt very attached to what we're now. I talked about this the other day. When Aaron first outed me, I definitely felt that. What did we say it was, guys? When you're like attached to your serial killer? Fuck, I can't remember. Hey, Mad Drop. No, I don't think Laura FM is toxic at all. I don't know her super well, but from what I see, I don't see toxicity there. Help me. Stockholm. Amy Knight, thank you. I think that who, what, where now? Hey, Stuvers. I think I had Stockholm syndrome. Yeah, I think that I put Aaron on a pedestal and I think this is like psych words I don't love to use, but I believe this to be very true. I think I was trauma bonded hugely, massively to Aaron. In the beginning, I was like, he saved me. Aaron literally saved me, like saved my soul, saved my son. No, he didn't. He intentionally doxed me. It's difficult, but the single best thing I've ever found, it's bizarre to think otherwise. You grow every day. I met a lot of people that can't say they called or otherwise. He made me rely on him, then took advantage. Yes, then yanked the rug, right? So he made me rely on him, then took advantage of me, then pulled the rug out. Aaron's a pretty nasty fucking person as far as I'm concerned. I think that he is only in it for himself, and I think he finds great joy in other people's pain. If he can be harmful and punish people, I think that's like his happiest place, is like punishing people. But so yeah, who, what, where now? I found myself extremely attached to Aaron, and I attached myself and like, he's my brother, right? No one's saying you're toxic, babe. I don't think you're toxic. I'm talking about Jenna. I think that I formed that relationship with Aaron and I felt like he really was my brother and I felt like Aaron would do anything for me and I felt like he rescued me. Laura, he rescued me. And now looking back, we can see that was Alicia, he used me for Scientology information. He definitely rescued me and I felt that way until again, I think it was a bad storm for me because I was also married to Jeff, who was also threatening me and like telling me I better keep quiet and I better shut up about his cult that he was in. So it was a very weird time because I feel like I had Aaron using and taking advantage of me. And then I had Jeff being like, you better shut your fucking mouth. Like it was a weird fucking time where I was very, very like, okay, I'll do whatever I need to do. Like I'm the opposite of that now. Hey, Nicole Hazelmiller, I would never let someone silence me. I would never let someone say like, you're not going to say shit about this. I will do and say whatever the fuck I want at whatever the cost. Right? Like if everyone unsubscribes over something I say, I will stand by what I said because I believe in it now. Hey, Jeannie Hansen. So, that's what made me detach, obviously, from Aaron was that he pulled the rug. And I saw the light. Like right, there's too many instances of abuse on Aaron's timeline that I couldn't ignore. But as far as Jenna, I don't talk about Jenna a lot because I don't know her and I don't like to speak to things I don't know. But if I had to sum her up and based on what I know, what I see, like what are my observations? Because I didn't know that DOA dude the other day and I summed him up. I think that Jenna probably doesn't have any real friends. I think that Jenna probably hasn't healed to even find the need for friends, kind of like I hadn't. I don't think she values real friends. I think she gets into sticky situations probably where people can take advantage of and use her. I think that she's been very sheltered. If I had to guess, that could be totally wrong, but I think what it looks like is she's probably slept with two men in her life, which was her husband and now Aaron. I don't, I get the impression Jenna could probably be very dangerous. I think that Jenna knows how to be conniving as fuck. I think that Jenna would stab a lot of people in the back. I think she has the potential to do that, but so do I. I could if I wanted to. I think she knows the game. I think that she knows the attacks based on her training in Scientology. But if I had to, above all else, I kind of get the impression that she doesn't even know what she likes. She doesn't know what she wants. She doesn't really know who she is. And that's not an insult. Neither do I. That's not me standing up here on a pedestal going like, Jenna, you don't know who you are, girl. No, I don't either. I'm learning as I go. Day by day, I'm trying to figure it out. So, do you see what I'm saying? Like, I definitely feel like Jenna is complicit in what's been going on. I think they're incredibly fucking toxic for each other. I don't believe for a second that that relationship is improved. Um, when I saw what Aaron said about her and what she said about him in the last attack videos on each other, and now he was like, all we do is fight, and she screams at me all the time, and I'm screaming at her, and she's like, he's horrible. I don't think any of that's changed. I don't think they've done any work on that. Aaron doesn't believe in therapy. Like that's a good starting point to see that none of that shit's changed. He doesn't self-reflect, and I don't know if she does, but she's not going to get him to change. So it really doesn't fucking matter. Right? You're in the same boat with a guy that's not going to make any changes. Now, a lot of people say Jen is evil or she's just like him and she's dangerous. She very well could be. I just don't know that. I'll take your word for it. I don't know. I'm not afraid of her. She doesn't make me nervous, but I think that she definitely uses the miscavige thing. I think she rides that wave. I think she definitely, I mean, everything I've ever seen her do is she doesn't start with, this is who I am. She starts with, this is the name I'm attached to. This is my uncle. It's like, well, no one, I don't care about that. Who are you? Like, I don't care that your last name is Miscavige. I want to know who you are. And so I kind of, hey, Tuck Frump, I've always kind of had an issue with that. Like her starting, that's what makes me think she doesn't know who she is. Because if my uncle was David Miscavige, I would not start every video telling you that. I don't think that's necessary. I don't think it's important. I think we want to know who you are. I'd like to know more about you, right? Like, I don't give a shit about your bloodlines. I don't care. Hey, Lumen, it doesn't make people, it's like having a bunch of money, right? Like, you might as well be like, and I'm a millionaire. Like, okay, I don't give a shit. Who are you? I want to know who you are. Like, again, we treat the janitor the same way we treat the CEO. So your last name means not, it doesn't hold any power, in my opinion. I want to know more about you. Who is this person? Right? That's kind of where I'm at with that. I wish she wouldn't ride on the name. The name doesn't mean anything to me. I know that a lot of people probably think that's cool. I don't think it's as cool, probably because I came from Scientology. That's not fascinating to me. Thank you, Hope. I would like to know more about Jenna, right? And I don't know that she knows who she is, but I'm also not diagnosing her. I don't know. I don't know her. So I really try not to turn the lens on Jenna or make her feel like I'm attacking her, because I know what that feels like for someone to attack you that doesn't even fucking know you. And I don't like people who attack me and sum me up that don't know me. So I try to respect her space there. So everything I just said is like, I could be totally wrong. I'm not calling it out and going, see, this is all true about Jenna. I don't know the girl. I don't know her. So I preface it with that. And I just see what I see, but I don't see enough because I don't watch their content. I don't watch her content. I just have heard some bad fucking things. We've seen some bad things, but we also saw bad things with me in the long con. So again, I give Jenna grace because I'm like, man, I get judged and fucking hated on for crazy shit. And I get my past held against me. And you said this back in 2023. I really don't want to do that to Jenna, right? Like, I get it done to me a lot, and it's really unfair. It's really unfair that people watch 2 hours of your content. They sum you up. They tell you who you are. They tell you what kind of mom you are. They tell you fucking that, I'm a grifter and this and that. And they tell you like call CPS and they tell you she's got allergies. No, she's a Coke addict. Like people think they know so fucking much and they know nothing. So what I just said about Jenna is like, I could be totally wrong because I don't know her. And I really hate it when people do that to me. And it's like, you don't fucking know me. You think you know me. There's a difference, right? And I love what Krusty Rabbit said. Was and is are two different things. It could be increase awareness. Not a fan of Jenna, but is it possible she does that to get more public attention to expose abuses? It could be. It could be. The thing is I don't think she needs to use her last name. You are enough. Shine, girl. Own it. Like, get out there and use your voice. Speak to your story. I don't give a fuck about a name, right? We're all in the same boat. We're all in the same boat. We're all humans. Like, I don't really care if you're black or white or, what cult you came out of. I don't like your name. I don't like people who do that actually. Like, I don't love, it's kind of dick swingy, right? To be like, I'm related to this, or I have this in my bank, or I don't know that that's what she's doing, but like, I don't need to know that. Just shine. Show us what you got. I don't care about your last name. I want to know you. Oh my God. Marilyn and Susie should do a podcast together and call it Two Turds in a Toilet. That's great. Hey, Allie. I'll tell you this, if I have interactions with Jenna and it goes awry or it goes really well, I will speak to my experience with Jenna. This is the problem I have. This is the Marilyn Honigs of the world. Jenna this and Jenna that. I don't even know her. I'm not going to go do content on people I don't fucking know, right? You're not going to bait me into being like, I think Jenna's real this. I think Jenna's really doing that. Yeah. A lot of people think I'm also a cokehead, right? A lot of people also think that I'm smuggling children, right? Like, you can think what you fucking think and you can spin the narrative all you want to spin it. But the fact of the matter is facts aren't feelings. That's what I wanted to play. Please let me say this one more time, Reese. Regardless of whether or not you were in a cult, you're the greatest thing that ever happened to me. And I don't want you to ever think otherwise. Thank you, babe. Hey, Liz Gale. Oh, hell, glad you mentioned it. Almost forgot about the grifter tax. Thanks. Don't want to get behind in my payments. Thank you, Gary Mackey. I appreciate that. Please don't forget your grifter taxes, guys. It's important. I'm collecting. It's the end of a quarter. It really isn't, but regarding Natalie, she's more mature than the others. She has been out of Scientology for quite a long time. And from what I said, she's truly trying to help you. I will absolutely tell you you're wrong on that. I think Natalie is a conniving, backstabbing, two-faced fucking person. But that's because I can speak to that one because she showed me her true colors, I don't know, 7 to 10 times. She didn't just stab me in the back once. She did it several times. Natalie is not mature. She's not above it more than the rest. That's my observation, and that's my experience with Natalie. Natalie is a bullshitter. She's just way better at it. She's probably more mature in that she knows when to react, when not to. She absolutely is way more condescending and planned in it. But no. Reese, do you have an uncle? If so, when do you introduce yourself as? I thought about that. I have an uncle that worked for Coca-Cola. I mean, I didn't want to name drop. Okay. I wasn't trying to name drop, but yeah. I have an uncle that retired from Coca-Cola. So I know you guys are going to treat me differently now, and I wish you wouldn't. Like, I really wish you wouldn't. But I had another uncle that worked with some people in the NFL once. And again, I don't want you guys to treat me any different. Don't see me as better than you. I don't want you to think differently of me. But yeah. It's true. You should be more self-confident, but I think the early self-depreciation had huge impact on your sense of humor and where you are today. You don't take yourself too serious. I do not. I do not. I appreciate that. Alicia, holy shit. Alicia, please, you just birthday gifted me the other day. I appreciate that so much, but I need you to be able to feed yourself. Go get an enchilito, and I love you. That's huge. There are other super chats, Alicia. You can do like $5. You can do $1.99. You can do 20 if you're feeling really fancy, right? But please, thank you so much. And it helps me a lot. I love it and I appreciate it. Hey, beautiful dreamer, Huxley, and I appreciate it so much. It really does help, but you can't be the only one, girl. I feel bad. Not that she does the name drop for the right reasons, but the name may mean something to people who aren't educated about Scientology. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you could be right about that increased awareness. You could be right about that, but it just doesn't seem necessary to me. It just doesn't, and hey, if you say so, I get it that she has established that. I just don't know that it needs to be the start of every video. I just would like to know more about her. I honestly, I think it's a disservice, right? I wouldn't want to run around being like, hey, I'm related to one of the most evil motherfuckers on planet Earth. I certainly wouldn't be like, my last name, I have my heritage is of Stalin descent, right? Like, isn't that guy pretty evil? I heard his name. Someone told me about him the other day. Like, I don't know that I'd want to associate myself. Um, I wouldn't want to be like, hey, I'm Reese Diddy, right? Like, I don't know I don't know. Does that backfire a little bit? I'm not, I don't know. I'm not so sure. Like, I don't know that you'd want to be like, my father was the BTK killer. Like, I don't know. Do you want, maybe you should just do your own thing, right? I don't know that you want to be associated with that. Just a thought. I could be wrong. The more I think about it, the more I'm going to go with my uncle was John Gotti. Well, I mean, we pretty much lie about everything, babe. So you run with that. Yeah, Amy Knight, exactly. I certainly don't want to be like, my father was Jeffrey Epstein, right? Ooh, I'm not so sure that I don't know that has the effect you think it has, right? I'm not so sure that I should be like, I'm relatable Reese and I am an Epstein. That's not going to age well. I'm just not sure. Thank you for being a safe person, and to you and this community for encouraging me to grow. I love it here too, Nancy, and it wouldn't be right without you. And I mean that. You're such a big part of it. Don't ever leave, Nancy. I'll be pissed. Reese Diddy. My dad is P. Diddy. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you so much. I don't know. I just don't know that it's the right thing to be like, yeah, I'm one of the Epsteins. You're really Reese Diddy Scoville. Reese Scoville Diddy. Just got here and already can tell we're talking about Jenna. Yeah, Bree, but I think you're missing the point of what I'm trying to say. Here's the thing. The reason I think I'm missing the point of what you're trying to say is this. Out in the real world, so many people have no fucking idea what Scientology is, which shocks the shit out of me, but it's true. Hey, from this I know, welcome in. My therapist didn't know what it was, right? Like regular people on the street are like Scientology, Tom Cruise, right? Most people don't know what it is. So by associating and saying the word, I'm one of the Binion family, by saying the word miscavige, that's not going to send off any bells and alarms for a lot of people. That's why I'm missing what you're saying, because miscavige, it's kind of like Aaron. Hey, Kathy Shoggins being like, oh, everybody fucking knows me, right? Like, I'm a big deal, right? Nobody knows you. This is a tiny community. Like 250,000 subscribers there's always a bigger bear. And if you're just looking for fame, like that's also cringe as shit. But I don't think a lot of people hear Miscavige and go, holy shit. Oh my God. Like, can we get an autograph? I don't know. It's not like you're saying, Who are those really rich people? Like, it's not like you're like, I'm Jenna Rockefeller. Like, it's not that. It's not, to me, Miscavige doesn't really like make anyone go, oh my God, did she just say Miscavige? Like, no, no. Only people who really know. It's not, it's not a well-known thing, right? Um, Rockefeller though might be cool. Like I might go with that. Reese Rockefeller. I kind of like it. It has a ring to it. Yeah, it just Miscavige, it's like if you're really riding on that wave, there's not a lot of clout to that. I don't feel like people really know who and what that is. You gotta run into the right person. Like if we went out on the street, it would be fun to do it. For me to go out streaming and go, hey, and just grab random people and go, when you hear the last name Miscavige, what do you think? No one's gonna be like Scientology. You might get a couple, but like really truly, I don't think if you said Hubbard, right? If she said, "Hey, Kristen Melinda," if you said Jenna Hubbard, I think that would be more telling. I think if I went out on the street and I said, "What do you think of when you hear the last name Hubbard?" I think people might go, "Oh yeah, yeah." Like the Aleister Crowley guy or the Jack Parsons dude. That kind of rings more of a bell. But I think Miscavige is like, yeah, no. Um, Natalie definitely tried to use me. Natalie did what she did, and I'll never trust her. She's not trustworthy, in my opinion. There was one other thing. Hey, damn it. Why are there so many people in here? I've been getting a lot of people. Have you ever watched? Can you hit subscribe? That's all I'm asking. I'm not asking for money. Alicia, holy shit, you dropped enough. Can you please hit subscribe? Hit the like button if you're really feeling fancy, but hit subscribe, guys. Not all of you who watch hit subscribe, and it frustrates my life. The only reason I give you a pass is if you're like 98 years old and you don't know how to create a YouTube account, you can't hit subscribe. I get that because before I had a relatable Reese, I watched YouTube a lot on like fashion videos. I never had an account. There's no way I could have hit subscribe. I didn't know how because I really am like a 98-year-old. So I know that some of you are 100 years old and that's a pass. Otherwise, please fucking hit subscribe. Quit screwing around. Ever watch the content of the videos? She drops the name in. Well, she does a lot of shorts. So increase awareness. Yes, I have not. I have not watched a ton of Jenna content. But yes, I've seen enough that one day I actually watched one and then I clicked on another one. This was a while back. And then I was like, okay, is she going to do this in every video? And so then I started clicking on all of her videos just to see the start. And every single one that was it. She was like, and my uncle, and my uncle, and my uncle. And I thought, well, that's great. But I'd really be more interested in knowing who you are, right? Like you're a pretty girl. And I think you probably have a lot to share, just like we all do with your story of toxicity of Scientology and the abuse that you suffered. Like, I'd rather know about you. It's similar to like, I'm carrying a Gucci bag. Cool. You have money. You want me to know that. I get it, right? When you're carrying your Gucci bag and you're like, we just got back from Barbados and I got a sunburn and, I got a fucking chemical peel and like, no, I get it. You definitely want me to know that you have some sort of wealth. It's the same thing with dropping that name. It's like, okay, I get it, but who are you? Right? Reese Bezos, Reese Zuckerberg. Ugh, I don't like that. For some reason, I have a big feeling that Aaron had a huge part in that. Probably telling her to get major exposure. Well, I think Aaron is honestly with her because of her last name. I think Aaron uses her. He uses women all the time. That's Aaron's shtick. That's his MO. So I absolutely think that Aaron is using her because of her last name. So I have no doubt that he encouraged her to do that. Hey, Tina Mays, love you too. She's still doing it. I mean, it's like Aaron encouraging Marilyn to make hate videos on me. We still hold it against Marilyn because she did it, right? She pulled the fucking trigger. He loaded the gun, but she pulled the trigger. So there's some responsibility in that. Yeah, increase awareness. Yeah, Aaron probably, I agree with Laura Clara. I think that Aaron probably did get her to do that. I also think Jenna is with Aaron because she thinks he's a big deal. I think they use each other because she was like, oh, wow, everybody knows him and he has a big channel. I don't think that's true at all. I think he's I think he's becoming more and more of a nobody every single day. Um, and I think that he uses her because of her last name. That's what I mean. I think it's toxic. Doesn't mean she's a bad person. I think she's in a toxic ass situation, though. I wanted to play something for you guys. It was really magical. Oh yeah, this guy. I don't know who he is. He looks like the knife hoarder's dad, so keep that in mind. But he's a wise old man. He looks like Gargamel from the Smurfs. But he seems to know his shit. And I want to play this for you because there was some bangers in it. And the chat's dropping. Can you fucking subscribe? I'm going to check right now. If somebody didn't subscribe, hey, babe, what time are you going live? Yay! I picked up 2 subs. Look at that. People listened to me. That never happens. Hey, Poo Poo Pachoo. Oh, I got plenty of time. Oh, we agreed on that time, didn't we? You told me you were going to go at that time. I just forgot. Okay, good. I have a minute. Hey, will you guys listen to me for a minute? Listen, this is important. I want you to hear this guy. There's some bangers in what he said, guys. I mean it. Open your ears. Turn up your volumes if you're really old. Listen to this, okay? I can say that because I married a 95-year-old and it's fun humor. Listen to this. I'm serious. This is helpful in every way, shape, and form. And I'm going to fucking do more content on it because we're going to break this shit down. Thanks, Alicia. Okay, listen. Again, he looks like Gargamel, but let's not judge on looks. I like this about him. Where'd he go? Why isn't it there? Sir? Okay. Why can't I hear anything? Help me. Somebody help me.
Oh. Here's a little hard truth that some people aren't willing to understand. Perception is not reality. Your perception may be your reality, but it's not the same damn thing. You can feel ignored without actually being ignored. You can feel disrespected without anybody disrespecting you. You can feel attacked because somebody disagreed with you, but disagreement is not violence and discomfort is not damage. Your feeling.
Disagreement is not violence and discomfort is not damage. I like that. I like that a lot. Listen. We're going to go back a little bit.
Disrespecting you. You can feel attacked because somebody disagreed with you, but disagreement is not violence and discomfort is not damage. Your feelings are not a search warrant. You don't get to kick down the door of my reality just because your perception showed up wearing a badge.
I like that. Your feelings do not have a search warrant. Hey, Irish Bean, cute name. Welcome in. You don't get to kick Krusty Rabbit. Welcome in. What did he say? Let's listen again. I like that.
And discomfort is not damage. Your feelings are not a search warrant. You don't get to kick down the door of my reality just because your perception showed up wearing a badge.
Ooh. I like that a lot. And who just came in? Was there someone I needed to say hi to? HC from LBC. That was it. I've missed you. Hey, Critters Creations. This guy's good. Listen to this shit.
That feeling belongs to you. It may come from your past, your pain, your pride, or some old stupid wound wandering around with a clipboard pretending to be in charge. But
people do that a lot. This is so Marilyn Honig. Hear that again, guys. This is fucking meaningful. It really changed my life.
Down the door of my reality just because your perception showed up wearing a badge. That feeling belongs to you. It may come from your past, your pain, your pride, or some old stupid wound wandering around with a clipboard pretending to be in charge.
Your pain may come from your past, a wound or something, but you walk it around with a clipboard pretending to be in charge with it. I love this guy. I don't know who he is.
But your interpretation does not automatically become my intention.
That blew me away today. I had to make notes about it. Your interpretation does not become my intention. Let's say that again. Your fucking interpretation of something, okay? Just because you interpret something that way, you took it that way, does not make it my intention. People love doing that. Why do you think I say all the time, don't hear what I didn't say? That's a version of that. Your interpretation of me does not become my intention, right? That's why I love where people call shit out. Yes, Joel Sachs. Hey, mods, I just sent the link to this. Post it, please. Thank you, mods. Listen to that. I love that so much. Don't hear what I didn't say. Your fucking interpretation doesn't make you God and doesn't make my intention that, right? People will come to me, hey, Happy Days, and say something like, you said this and it hurt my feelings and it made me mad, or you're wrong about this, or whatever, the email yesterday, right? That doesn't make it my intent. Does that make sense to you? That doesn't mean that was my intent just because you interpreted it that way. I felt seen. Jason P, thank you for posting it. Okay, listen, let's keep going.
Feeling belongs to you. It may come from your past, your pain, your pride, or some old stupid wound wandering around with a clipboard pretending to be in charge. But your interpretation does not automatically become my intention. You can say that hurt me, but you can't say that because you're hurt that I'm guilty. That's not emotional intelligence. That's emotional tyranny. Your perception is your reality and mine is mine. And neither one of us gets to crown ourselves the king of objective truth just because we got loud, offended, or slapped a therapy word in our sentence.
Oh, so good. God, that's so good. Let's one more time it. Okay. Yeah. Laura FM, I eat this shit up. I can do content on this and never talk about Aaron, Jenna, Marilyn, Goot, Knife Hoarder. Who else are these motherfuckers on the list? I could not talk about these people the rest of time. This is what our content used to be. This is what feeds my fucking soul. And it gives me, I see my future. Okay, hold on. Let's go back.
Does not automatically become my intention. You can say that hurt me, but you can't say that because you're hurt that I'm guilty. That's not emotional intelligence. That's emotional tyranny. Your perception is your reality and mine is mine. And neither one of us gets to crown ourselves the king of objective truth just because we got loud, offended, or slapped a therapy word in our sentence. Feelings are information, but they damn sure aren't evidence. And they are.
Feelings are information, but they damn sure aren't evidence. Yes, sir.
Slapped a therapy word in our sentence. Feelings are information, but they damn sure aren't evidence. And they are not dictatorship either. So have the day that you deserve.
Damn, sir. Thank you for your service. I don't know who that man is, but I really applaud that shit. I love it. And I think people get so fucking out of control with your feelings and they interpret shit. This is how Marilyn makes her living, right? It's like reset this, which makes her guilty because our feelings about it equal truth and objective facts. And I loved it so much. You can dress it up with a therapy word. You can, and I love too how he said, like, that doesn't make you having a badge to knock down my door and come in with your clipboard fucking being all official about it. It was so good. And I realized I just tore it to shreds with my interpretation, but I made notes about that kind of stuff. Yes, babe. Oh, for sure, babe. Yes, we're good. You're good for 7:30. That, do you think Marilyn or Natalie recorded phone calls with Aaron? Probably. Not Natalie, but probably Marilyn did. This, I wrote it in my notes. Your interpretation does not become in my intention. I love so much that me too, Kat, that I cannot fucking stand people who took something and that's their perspective. Therefore, it is flat out truth. And I mean that because I hate it when someone's like, this is what you meant by that. And it's like, well, I didn't. You know why? Hey, Melissa, because I mean what the fuck I say. And if I'm trying to hurt your feelings or something, I'm going to be very more upfront about that. I don't do passive aggressive, right? I'm not doing that. So I just really felt like that was such a reality check. Hey, hit subscribe. You're all leaving. Quit dicking around. Please hit subscribe. I picked up 2 subscribers. We can pump those numbers. Those are rookie numbers. Okay. We can do better than that. I love that guy. I send his stuff to my husband all the time. Oh, he has some really funny ones about Gen X talking to millennials. Oh, interesting. I don't know anything about him, but I really admire the dude. Aaron, DOA, and Marilyn all take pride in hurting people's feelings, but they cry victim when it happens to them. Their perspective is deranged. 100%. 100% in this world. Reese, Laura wants that clip you played. I don't know what that means. I just you put it in the chat. She's got it. She should have it. Is that old? Please explain. I just think that's great. And I think here's the thing. Hey, Olga, and I want to say this because I was thinking about this today too while I was laying out in the sun. I want to say this. This is one of the reasons if we're going to fuck with this drama stuff, if we're going to get into the cesspool of the drama and Maryland and all this stuff, because we've been taking laps around it for a while now. Okay, Shell, here's the thing. If we're going to do it, let's be real about it. That's what I'm getting tired of. I'm getting tired of the innuendos that people are pushing, agendas, propaganda type of shit. Like, I said exactly what I wanted to say. Hey, Sharon, about Jenna Miscavige. I didn't tiptoe around it. I wasn't like, I'm sure she's a nice girl, but like, I didn't try to make it something it wasn't. I was just very honest about how I feel about Jenna, right? It's really not good or bad. It's just how I felt about her. I really wish you haters would be a little more clear and honest instead of spinning the narrative and making it something it isn't. And that's why I'm upset with Kelly Copter. And I'll let the Kelly Copter thing go because I'm not trying to start shit with Kelly Copter, but I'm disappointed in her because Krusty Rabbit said this, and this is something I'll never forget. He said to Kelly, is and was are two different things. But yet you're muddying the waters, Kelly, by saying Tommy currently is committing this, and this crime. Tommy is guilty of this. Marilyn put up a post, I don't know, a couple months ago and said, Tommy is, no joke, Tommy is currently guilty of current crimes and Reese is an accomplice to them. What? You better fucking put up or shut up if you're going to say something like that. Is and was are two different things. And that's serious to say that I'm an accomplice to current serious crimes that Tommy is committing in Ecuador. The fuck do you know? You can't control your own bullshit right now in your own life to act as if you have some inside fucking intel on what's going on. And then you're going to tease it. You're going to tease it on YouTube. You're going to come out and go, Tommy's doing this and Reese is an accomplice, but I can't tell you what it is. Call the fucking cops, right? You should call the police. If I'm an accomplice to crimes, you look like a pure idiot doing something like that. You lose all credibility. Nobody who thinks for themselves, no critical thinker is going to watch that and go, oh my God, I'm frightened. This Reese person is, no one's going to believe that. You have to prop up what you're talking about. And I hate that Kelly Copter is following suit going, he is currently, you got nothing to back that up. That is disappointing. And it's very dangerous to fuck with people's reputations like that. And I'll eat you the fuck alive for coming after me doing that. So don't do it. I just don't recommend it. It's not a good idea. I will highlight it and we will showcase your bad fucking behavior, right? Total defamation of character. Tommy is still robbing banks and I super chat the money to him and Reese for their cut. Yeah. Thank you again for that. Thanks for wiring that money at midnight last night. We were in a real pinch. So I think that Krusty Rabbit was spot on there. That's a very big lesson. It taught me a big lesson. Brian Bowen, I didn't know you were here, but welcome. And Kelly is completely unaware. Hey, Pamela. And it's fucking disappointing that she's such a follower. I hate that she's such a follower. Did I miss Alicia? What do you mean? I just highlighted her comment. The good news is this. Nobody buys that bullshit. People watch for the drama. Thank you, Kathy. People watch for the drama. People like to get their popcorn and sit and watch on the sidelines. I get it, right? Drama sells. When I talk about this shit, we get 400 people in here. It's a lot of people. Hit subscribe if you're going to come in for the drama. I don't want to do drama all the time. And I don't know that I see this as drama. I'm calling out shit that I see and I'm being very real about it. And that's all that I ask. That's all that I ask is that you haters who are watching and going into your weird little fucking chats to talk about it and say your bullshit, at least don't spin it and smoke and mirror it and like performance and theatrics and fucking try to whitewash or like don't it's wow. Well, hey, you. Hey, Dusty. I don't know if you think I'm an enemy of yours, but I just want to be clear in case people have told you I am. I support you, Dusty. I thought you were a great person. I thought you were really nice when I met you in Clearwater. And I have heard that you have been mistreated. I don't know the ins and outs of it. I don't follow that stuff. But if you have been, I'm sorry. And you are always welcome here, my friend. You're a very nice person and you treated me kindly. So I don't know if people have issues with Dusty. I don't know the deal with that guy. If you got problems, I don't. And he's welcome here. I like him. I don't fuck with people who don't fuck with me. It's that simple. Like, it's just a simple equation, in my opinion. I'm not a storm chaser. I'm not a drama farmer. That's what Tommy calls them now, drama farmers, right? I don't give a shit about other people's situations. This is why it's hard for me to care that Aaron is still married and poor Heather and his girls and Jenna and he cheats. I don't care. Heather can easily probably go get a divorce if she wants to get divorced, right? Maybe not. Maybe she's totally manipulated by him and verbally abused all day. Maybe not. I don't know what's going on, but I don't pretend to know. And it's not my fucking business. I'm not trying to jump in to Aaron's lane there. People need to stay out of people's private business. As much as you may not agree with it, you don't have to like it, right? A lot of people don't like that I put the long con out. I don't like that he's still married. It feels unethical, but it's not. I'm not going to make a 2-hour show out of it either. It's just, do you know how many men or women are married and have side pieces or fuck around? Lots, right? We can't be Batman. We can't just go around like fighting for that. I don't care. Oh, Decultified, I definitely got her super chat loud and clear. I have a different approach instead of drama. I'm willing to talk to people and it seems to work better than going scorched earth. All I can do is try. Well, I think that that's fair for you, Krusty Rabbit. I saw your post. I wouldn't trust Marilyn at all. And I saw that you guys had like a conversation and you felt much better about her. That is totally your lane and I'm going to stay out of it. I don't trust that. And I don't think Marilyn is to be trusted. She's a fucking flip-flopper. She's a shapeshifter. Hey, Vicky Hurley, she will shape into whatever you need her to be. She will be what you need her to be. She has to have people to prop her up. Marilyn is a pick me girl. She needs that validation. And therefore, she will reach for that and try to get as many people on her team as possible. And if she has to do whatever she has to do to get to that, she will. So I don't trust people like that. Marilyn has a track record from hell. I don't think there's anyone out there that would go to bat for Marilyn Honig. She has shown her colors time and time again. She has fucked over so many people. She has been a ride or die for people, and then she turns around and stabs them in the back. Don't trust that. Never will. I would rather stick a lit Marlboro Red up onto my asshole. Thank you so much, Irish Bean. Aren't you cute? Wow. You have a cute name. I hope that you hit subscribe and I hope you come back. I love having new people in here. Krusty, that makes sense. It's just different for those of us that have been greatly damaged by these people for years and want the community safe from those people. Krusty, I agree with Lindsay here. Marilyn has shown her colors and damaged the fuck out of a lot of people. And I actually have to say, I got to make a correction on this because I see this in what I did the other day on my birthday stream with Goot. Now, while I appreciate his candor, I appreciated his demeanor, I appreciated the showing of good faith by coming in and by him laying down his weapons and chilling the fuck out. He has done so much damage that I'm not going to be quick to go, wow, I love him, right? He fucked with Tommy and Johnny for such a long time. I think that when I think more about it, he still has the video up, trashing the shit out of my son, that horrific video that no one wants to hear. He still has that video up. He still made fun of my dead husband the other day in his video. So I think this is all kind of a joke. I think that he is trying to behave appropriately because I just copyright struck his channel like 2 weeks ago. I gave him a copyright strike for the long con and it went through. He got a strike. And I think he's kind of on his last leg. I think maybe one more strike and he's done. So I also believe that he is towing the line. I think that he's bullshitting and doing what he needs to do in order to stay neutral. I hope I'm wrong about that. He's showing good faith and I like that. But I also am very I don't trust. I don't trust. Now he's done more than Marilyn. He's shown more than Marilyn. Like Marilyn is just doubling, tripling down because she is just a shit bag. Reese and I are working hard to keep the community safe and have been trying to get this woman out of here for years, abusing everyone. Lindsay, you nailed that. And she has. She has. She has been abusing people. That video of him sexualizing Hux is why we'll never give him grace. Yeah. Or, yeah. Well, here's the thing, it's still up. Behavior is true, right? Like it's right there for you to see. I hope that he's coming around. I hope he's going to be a better person, but it's not going to make a difference to me whether he's fucking around or he's not. Hey, happy thoughts. Like, let's say he flips, like Marilyn. These guys are all flip floppers anyway. I won't be surprised, right? I won't be surprised that he's inconsistent. All of these people who are trying to be abusive and start shit and have bad behavior, and it just goes on and on and on. It's on a loop. It's a cycle that never fucking changes. They're flip floppers. Marilyn is a shapeshifter. She will absolutely, yeah, it's still up. I think he's fooling around with us. I don't know, Nancy. I have no idea the answer to that, but they're shapeshifters. And Marilyn has shown that she is not a good person. So forgive me if I don't forgive her. She's not doing anything to show any kind of a change. Yeah, Kiki, I'm pretty sure. Stuverse, it's still up. So Marilyn will shift and mold and shape and form and say what she needs to say to try to get people on her side. And that's exactly what she's doing right now because she's lost some subscribers, right? So Marilyn will never be anything other than what she is. As much as she tries to put on a different mask and as much as she tries to be a different person or as much as she tries to go, I'm just going to walk away from this because I'm the bigger person. She's lying. She's a bullshit liar. And there she is. Happy birthday. I was hoping that you would come in. Guys, it's Debbie Love and Life's birthday. I love that we're close in our birthdays. Debbie, I love you, babe. I really do. And happy birthday to you. I'm so glad I got to tell you that. I said it at the beginning of the stream and I thought, I wonder if she'll come in. Thank you for being here, Debbie, and have a fun dinner. I hope you were very celebrated today. She's looking for a life raft. She always is, Lindsay. You know why? Marilyn is not like me and Lindsay in that she can't do this shit on her own. I don't need anybody. I don't need anybody here with me on YouTube. I love Lindsay, but I don't need her. I love Nora, but I don't need her in order to make this channel do what I need it to do. Marilyn needs people. She needs validation. She cannot make anything go on its own. She needs people to help her. I understand where you're coming from. I'm still willing to communicate and I wouldn't pass it up. I would rather do that than not make the effort. I understand it may or may not work. Well, you're your own person, Krusty Rabbit. You are your own person. No one's going to tell you what to do there because you know why? I'm not controlling the narrative. So, yeah, yawn, exactly. If you were trying to make a change, you would have taken the video down. Here's the thing, Krusty Rabbit. You can go be friends with Marilyn. You can start doing content with her. It's not going to make a difference to me because I'm not Aaron Smith Levin and that I don't need to fucking control what everyone's doing here on YouTube. I'm not going to make the effort to do that. And I'm not that type of a person where I have to have my hand in everything and fucking worried about Krusty Rabbit's working with Marilyn now. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I don't have to formulate a plan. I stay over here in my lane. Whether you guys do anything or don't do anything makes no difference to me because I'm still going to sit in this chair in this room every day and do content. So I just prefer that everybody stay in their own fucking lanes. I don't care if what you do. I'm not trying to control what you do. I just want to control what I do. That's it. That's it. That's why I've unblocked all the haters. That's why I am completely transparent. I don't care who comes in here. You can come in, you can try to attack me, you can put me on the spot. You can do any of those things because I don't have shit to hide and I'm not trying to work with anyone or be sneaky or fucking nefarious. I'm not doing any of that. I don't have anything to worry about there. I'm not afraid of questions. I'm not afraid of any of that. Go look in Marilyn's chat. If something has a question mark, she's going to block and delete you. If you go into Erin's chat and say, hey, I have a question, you're fucking deleted and blocked. They can't handle any kind of criticism. Thank you so much, Debbie. I've been working on my tan, and the pink does make it pop. And I said earlier, Debbie, it's hard to find neon colored stuff, but it reminds me of the 80s, and I like neon. I have some hot neon, like bright yellow shorts, and I love wearing them. Tommy got me a pair of hot, like bright, like this neon pink Adidas's this week. They were on sale for $60, and I was like, aren't these cute? And he sent them to me, and I love them. They're really cute. They're a little bit too big, but I don't think I'm going to send them back because that's a hassle, and I don't know that I trust it. Like if I get a smaller size, I'm going to see if I can pull them up to show you guys. They're really cute. Just in case you want to know, damn it. How do I pull up your website? Here we go. And now I have to show you. Love you, Debbie. Check these out. They're only $60 right now. They were $100 and they're on sale. And I don't know if you would wear them, but I like them. I'm going to try to figure out how to style them. Check these out, guys. They're really cute. Oh, come on. There. Why? See? It's $90. They're $59. They're like hot pink. I love neons. I like the back too. I like that little cross over the back. I mean, they're not an everyday shoe, obviously. But I think they're cute as shit. For $60, look at that. $59 are on sale. I would go a half size down. He is a weasel, Pamela, and thank you. Thank you for saying that. There is a lot to fix, but people need to meet me halfway. Otherwise, I will be wasting my time. But she has to make those decisions. Yeah, Irish Bean. I thought they were cute. Yeah, Angie Mo. So Reese, if anyone here is overbearing, that certainly is a problem. So, and now that getting stabbed in the back is never okay. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Thank you, Liz. Yeah, they're just cute for $60. I was like, that's okay. We can get these. Thanks, Donna Cooper. Cute, Kathy Brown. I don't, Geoplanet Jane. If anyone here is overbearing, people can be overbearing. I don't have a problem with overbearing. It's going to take a lot to get deleted and blocked at this point. My mods know that. I've made it very clear. Yeah, Raymond, Tommy bought them for me. Sweet Potato Princess, thank you for the super sticker. It's nice to see you. That's really nice. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for that. Reese, I love your attitude. Ain't nothing going to break your stride. No, we've been through too much. These people are too late, Sweet Potato Princess. Like, they're too late. I don't mind riffraff. I don't care. Like, you're not, I know who I am. Are they wide fit, Bridge? They're just kind of a half size big all over. Length, I would say more length than width. But yeah, they would probably fit a wider foot. Maybe I don't have wide feet, but they're long. Sweet Potato Princess. Yeah, you make a good point. I don't worry about this shit anymore. I was in Scientology for 38 years. I know how they play the game. I don't care about this hate campaign. We survived it for the last year and a half. And now I think the key thing that we weren't doing that's working now is calling this shit out. And I know there's a choice few handful of people that are like, can we stop with this? No, nope. We can't stop, because when we don't speak up, when we don't call out the bad behavior and the bullshit, then they run all over us and they make up lies. And I don't want to sit there and just have to deal with it. I don't want to have to deal with it. Therefore, I don't. So I think the right cocktail that we've finally found is that no, we're going to call this shit out. And guess what? Since we've been calling it out, they've minimized. It's minimized. It's not as bad anymore. Marilyn's shut her fucking stupid mouth a lot more since we have fought back. Fuck her and everybody that looks like her. I'm not going to put up with her toxic, gross fucking behavior, sitting up there acting like a fucking crazy person. No. Krusty Rabbit, I don't know what you're trying to resolve, though. Do you know, Marilyn? I see your comment where you said it might lead to a resolution, but what are you trying to resolve? She's never attacked you, right? I don't know. I'm just asking. I just caught your comment and I wondered about that. Like, you don't know her, do you? I didn't know who Tommy was for the longest time because this isn't his community. Exactly. Tommy's not even a fucking member of this community. He doesn't do content with any of those people and he doesn't give a holy shit. I know that you're guilty of, and you cannot lie. I have receipts. Guilty of going live when I have to shower every time we get naked with Marlugo. That'll be more tonight at 11. I love you, Marlugo. Thank you for the really kind birthday text. And thank you for Apple cashing me. You kids these days, I don't know how you guys do that. I have sometimes, like every once in a while, every few months, it'll be like, you have $25 on Apple Cash, and someone Apple cashes me. And I'm like, what is this? And how do I use it? How do I get it out? How do I use it? That is so cool. Thank you, Marlugo. Resolution for what? Who wants to resolve this? I'm not looking to resolve it. Marilyn has shown her true colors. She is a dog that bites. And in my opinion, hey, Stanley, a dog that bites is a fucking dog that bites. She cannot be rehabbed. Stop trying to rehab Marilyn Honig. Marilyn Honig is in the same boat as fucking Aaron Smith-Levin. Marilyn was evil before she met Aaron. We cannot blame everything on Aaron. Her destructive shit behavior and everything she's done to try to harm us and my child and Tommy and Lindsay, Nora, right? That's not Aaron's fault. She did that all on her own, right? She might have been told to do it. She might have been coaxed into doing some shit. Hey, Sue, she still did it all on her own. And I do not believe for 1 second that woman feels bad about it. I've seen zero accountability. And I think that she cannot be rehabbed. So don't fucking fall for it. Don't fucking fall for it, right? Within 24 hours of her like, I'm hurt, Aaron hurt me, and I'm going to just go away and poor me. And within 24 hours, she was like, you want to fight? Fuck you, Mrs. J. Fuck you, Aaron. She was like, let's do this. A dog that bites is a dog that bites. And she is a fucking lunatic, loser, piece of shit. And it's never going to end. Anyone that props her up and keeps her around the community, I can't support at all. Oh, I understand. Yeah. I just don't know what Krusty has, like, as far as, like, does he have a dog in this fight? I don't know. I just met Krusty recently, so I don't know if he has, like, skin in the game. But as far as finding a solution to this, I don't see that. She has shown that she stabs everybody in the back that she meets. And she wants to make you pay for your sins. Everybody, quick, save the world from Tommy Scoville. We get her out of here now. Someone new is going to keep her around. Sorry, I can't. Yeah, I agree. She's a meddling motherfucker. Meddling Marilyn. That's what she is. Meddling marionette Marilyn. All right. On that note, Tommy's going live in 10 minutes. I'll see you guys on the boat if you choose to go over there. I'm going to go over there. Might show him a little side boob. Might jump into his back office. Sometimes when he's live, I pull up and highlight his comments for him because I can go into his office anytime I want. And I'm not kidding. I do this sometimes. I'll jump in and he'll be like, yeah, so the Nancy Guthrie thing. And I just like whip my tits out and then I start dancing. And I'm like, hey, look at these. And I start like trying to get his attention. And he's like, moron, he's like in Arizona when Nancy, and he's like, I'm like, check out that side tit, Bella. Yeah. And you know, it just scares the shit out of him. He hates it. I really do that, though, and it's hilarious. For me, anyway. Do you think the downfall of Marilyn's relationship with Aaron started her dreadful performance with Nora? Yeah. I think that guys, pay attention to the fucking timeline here. Marilyn announced her breakup with Aaron. I don't know, like 6 seconds later, she was in Nora's chat being like kissing ass, trying to fucking find a new community to glom onto. No. Reese, are you ever going to let it go? You become a drama hate channel? I've become a drama hate channel, and you're obsessively talking about every single hater nonstop. I suggest you find a new place to go. That's what I suggest. It's like, so Shadow Decoded, you're walking into a sushi restaurant going, why don't you mother effers have fried chicken? Damn it. Make me some mozzarella sticks. This isn't that. You got to go find the restaurant you're looking for. So if I've become a drama hate channel for you, the simple solution is to fuck off and find what you're looking for. But you're right. I have become a drama hate channel because I make my living off the YouTube. Just give me something I can use. Osa loves it when we lose. We love dirty laundry. So if you're looking for sushi, you're in the wrong place. So I suggest you find the exit and get the fuck out of here. Also, a dog that barks won't bite, and a dog that doesn't what? Hold on. Reese, use your words. Also, a dog that barks won't bite, and a dog that doesn't bark will bite. Well, that was a fucking tongue twister. And you're in the shower, so you can't respond. People just need to be smart of their surroundings. Trust their instincts. This is why we love Mar-Lugo, because she's a badass and she speaks her truth. Love you, Mar. And I hope that you have some nice smelly stuff in there to make you smell real good. I hope you have a good cooter wash for your flaps. All right, then. Tommy's going live in 6 minutes, so I'm going to hop off. I love you all. What's tomorrow? Sunday. I'm really confused on the days lately. I hope that I'm not taking on the traits of my father, like I have vascular dementia. Hey, Ms. Weedy Poo. I'll be back tomorrow if you want to do something tomorrow. I'd like to do something tomorrow. Do you guys want to do stuff tomorrow? I love you too, Don. I love all my mods, and thank you for being here, mods. Do you guys want to do shit tomorrow? I'd like to. I'd like to become that drama hate channel that I am. Come get some. But not sushi. We don't serve sushi. We serve food that makes you fat, okay? We do snackies. We do comfort food here. Don't be fucking coming in here looking for Hawaiian pizza. You're not going to find it. We don't like that shit. Oh, there you are again. You're a public channel. You invite it. How do I invite it? I put up a stream and I hit go live. You fucking come. This is like saying to the fish with the worm on a hook, being like, you had the worm on the hook. I took the worm. No, you had to bite the hook. You're like singing about, and you love the hate watchers because it gives you the views. You also tell people to come here. And well, of course, I've been doing that since day one. I started this in 2023. It's exactly the same as it's always been. Wait, I love the hate watchers. Of course I do. I get paid on it, Shadow. And because it gives you the views, you also tell people to come. Yes. You realize, though, that I'm having to explain myself to a person named Shadow Decoded. It's not really a fair fight because you come in here talking shit like a fucking badass, but you don't have a picture. You don't have a name. So, you have no accountability for the words that you're saying. Okay. It's a public channel because all YouTube channels are public. And of course, everyone's invited. That doesn't mean that you have to stick around, right? If you don't like the content, why are you torturing yourself? That's a better question, right? Isn't that a better question? It's a public channel. Anybody can click on it, right? But you can also click out of it if you don't like it. If you don't like it. I can recommend some other channels for you, though. That Julia's channel, who lays back like a boneless chicken, goes, Reese is a bad person. Susie, you're not gonna gaslight me. So you could go to her channel. I recommend Susie Oberholtz if you like a slower paced chat where there's like 3 to 5 people in there and they're all with a wrench. And she talks to the ceiling and she speaks to the Lord. And this is just a preview in case if you wanted something more like this. It's kind of a bit of a Paula Deen sex voice. It's a bit of like it's an OnlyFans, Paula Deen type of situation. She's always right. And, well, you could join that. You could join that community. She's joining forces with Marilyn, and everybody's in the right. You could do, I recommend that. Pink Puppy Club. Want you to know I'm in the same drama episode as you. I'm gonna keep on dancing in the Pink Poppy Club. That's right. I know some new age music. I love you. I don't know who you are, but welcome in. And aren't you cute as shit? I'm decoding your shadow. You put it all out there for scrutiny. I study you like a psychological. Oh my God, it's Angel K. Guys, it's Angel K. Oh my God, I love Audit LA. You know, I was talking about you to Nora yesterday and I said how much I loved you. Guys, it's Angel K. She's trying to give us a code word, remember? She said she's a psychological, remember when she changed up her whole story and said that she's a psychologist? Hey, Angel, how you been, girl? How's the hate treating you being over there? Audit, it's an honor. Thank you for your service and for what you do. I mean it, Audit. I love you. And it was an honor to meet you. I love you. Oh, that sticker chick? She's cute as shit. I don't know if she's still here, but I like that girl. She's sassy. She's got a lot of fire to her. If I was a lesbian, I'd consider it. All right, I got to go. Yeah. Oh, you made it. Yeah, you were hilarious. She hopped in and was like, hi. He was like, I'm fucking out of here. I'm terrified of women. Me and my tiny peen got to fucking get out of Dodge. All right. Love you guys. I got to go. Tommy's going live. Cutting it down to the wire. Thanks for being here, cute girl, sticker girl, and Audit. We love you. I'll be back tomorrow. Hit subscribe, quit screwing around, and we'll do some more of this drama content. Come get some. We'll do some more of it tomorrow. Okay. I got to go show Tommy my tits. Ivermectin. Nice name. See you guys then. Thank you for the super chats, Alicia. Enough. But thank you to the super chats. I love you guys. It keeps us going. You're supporting your local small business YouTube girl. Just grifting, just a High Plains grifter. See you guys tomorrow. I'll be here in the afternoon. Thank you. Thanks, mods. Okay, here comes Fred.